your dick hard while Jeremy's in the back screaming, you fucking retard. Come on, guys, let's get this fucking show done. Tyler's got a black and white movie to watch for fun. Moodz just trying to work with what he's got, cause JP just sits looking at Carly like, bro, this chick's hot. You must be out your mind, bro, if you don't listen to us. Just jump aboard with Jeremy and take the short bus. You wanna diss our show? Bro, we got news for you. For every joke you throw, we dish out 22. That's not a shot at you, that's a shot of Moodz. 22 shots that'll make you black and blue. We're the 22 shot crew, ready to destroy your ears. Reviewing movies all day while we drinking beer. 22 shot crew, and we're here to stay, making horror history every fucking day. Moodz is a legend for fuck's sake. They say his dick is the size of Camp Crystal Lake, and we're all wondering how much of it Jeremy can take. You wanna hear my opinion, says JP as he rants, but we all love this motherfucking Maxi can. Tyler spitting out info, every little speck, every single movie, there's nothing he can wreck. He's a god amongst men, yo, that's his flex. He loves horror, and that's a fact check. We the best and the rest, that's no contest. Do you feel that knife in your back digging out through your chest? You got your top 10 list, bro, we do that shit every year. You gotta take down notes, bro, we do that while drinking beer. You got a problem with us? Well, Moodz has got something to say. I'm from Canada. So before you get mad and hit that thumbs down, remember we will lyrically leave you like a clown that's down. So don't frown, we record everything that may occur. So buckle up, fuckers. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You think you got enough to prove we're kings of underground horror things? We'll flip you the middle finger while we take our swings. There's no drug in the world that can cure those things. Our show keeps getting better, we're ahead by far. You can listen to us while you dumping bodies in the backseat of your car. So fuck you if you don't know who we are. It's the only horror show that will forever last. So if you think we're sick, then whip out your dick and listen to 22 shots. A Moodz and Horror Podcast.
Yes, y'all, it's going down right now. Episode 314 of the Triple Shots of Moodz and Horror Podcast is coming at you live and direct with the tardy time management boy, JP, also known as the Mexicant. And of course, we got Mr. No Fact Check Saucedo up in the house tonight. And I be your host, the ill-mented funky child, also known as the toxic offender Moodz. Yeah. What's going on, dudes?
What up? What up?
I feel like we just recorded.
Because we did.
This might
dude, this is the
this might be the quickest turnaround I think we've ever had.
I was thinking, like, yeah, it's probably a short night because we just fucking talked. Like, how much came up in the last 3 days?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's crazy, man, because we recorded on Thursday and I got the show up that night, which is crazy. And then I was out of town Friday, Saturday, and then I only have movies that I watched on Sunday, and it's Monday now we're recording. So it's like the quickest turnaround. I feel like there's not really a whole lot. I mean, I guess there's Box Office Brawl and stuff like that, and I don't know if anything news-wise happened over the weekend, because when I'm out of my cabin, I don't really have a lot of service when I'm actually outside and shit, so I'm kind of cut off, but...
It's probably better that way.
No, it is, man. I literally I sat by my fire for like 2 straight days and just drank beer. It was fucking awesome. Like the one night, man, I think I went to bed like 2-3 in the morning, and it was getting pretty fucking cold. Like it was like minus 10 Celsius here, which is, I don't know what the fuck that is. Around 0, maybe 2 or 3 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know. But yeah, man, fuck. Seems like we just recorded. It's crazy. And we're also recording again this Thursday for Sin Bin, and then next Sunday again. It's fucking wild. So a lot of recording, man.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
You guys paying attention, or what's going on?
Yeah.
No, not really.
I'm actually I'm multitasking. I'm paying for my MB because I forgot to. So I don't lose it.
I just had to pay for mine too.
Yep. It's like, oh shit.
Well, that's good. That's good. Well, anyways, what did come up this weekend? What went down?
Well, it's pretty cool because we had a double holiday this weekend for myself. And Friday night, came home and I was like, you know what? I don't got anything really planned. I'm just going to watch some Friday the 13th. And I ended up finishing my cycle. As you know, I do a cycle where each Friday the 13th I start where I left off. And I had left off on Freddy versus Jason, I believe. So the last one was the remake. So I revisited the remake, which honestly, man, it's decent. Like I don't put it high in the franchise, but there's really nothing too wrong with it. Like it got a couple of dumb shit in it. I think that probably the thing that I dislike the most about it is the lead male and female are super bland and boring.
I haven't seen it in a long time, but I always remember thinking, like, the first 20 minutes of that movie where the first batch of kids get slaughtered, that's probably the most brutal. Like,
the first, like, 25 minutes.
It's actually an amazing opening. Like, the cold open in that movie is, like, an awesome cold open.
Yeah, that brutality is kind of unmatched in the franchise.
Yeah, the credits don't even run till about, 25 minutes into the movie? And that whole, sequence
I think it's
is
more
pretty
like 15, 20 maybe.
And I also
But it's a long time.
That one is, like, also, like, unmatched in terms of nudity and sex.
Yeah, there's at least 3, and they're all got like big, like 2 of them got like big fake boobs.
Yeah,
and then one.
It's like 25-year-old models playing teenagers.
Yeah. I actually, the funny thing is, the group of kids that you in the cold open, I actually like more than the kids later on.
I haven't seen it long enough.
Yeah, I mean, you only get to be with them for about 10, 15 minutes.
I've seen it maybe 3 times, and the first time I saw it was literally opening night.
I saw it opening night as well. But yeah, I revisited it. I was like, okay, like that was pretty solid. You know, I think it's like middle of the franchise. I'd probably say somewhere around there, maybe lower middle. But I don't have anything. There's nothing like that makes me mad about it really. Like where Elm Street, I like get mad watching it. Like Friday, it's not like amazing, but it's totally like a solid Friday the 13th sequel. Even though it's a remake.
I just remember, like, I haven't seen the remake in a long time, but I remember the whole thing with Jason being like,
people don't like the tunnel.
Yeah, the underground shit.
That's what I'm talking about.
That shit is pretty dumb, actually, to be honest. Like, it kind of gets so far out of, like, I understand the original franchise. Like, we got Jason, and it goes to, like, you know, this kind of like supernatural, like, and then zombie. Like, there's different iterations.
There's dumb shit throughout the whole franchise.
I definitely didn't like that.
There really is, but in this one, it was weird because it kind of felt like it was trying to do like the first few Friday the 13th together, but
it's like the first 3 together.
Yeah, but then kind of throw their own little twist in there too, where Jason's like got this underground lair and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, he's all of a sudden got a brain and he's smart. Like, he seems very mindless in every iteration.
Just like justify how he's been able to survive for 20 years and how he can get around. And all these places.
I mean, I get what they're.
I don't hate it.
I get what they're doing. I prefer the whole kind of like Jason kind of just reacts on instinct, really. Like, he knows he has to protect, and he has like one goal all the time in like all the original Friday films.
It does make sense.
Like the most
it feels a little bit smart.
I want to see Jason do is like in part 7 where he looks like frustrated, like the Kane Hodder's performance where like Carrie's beating his ass and he looks like frustrated, you know what I mean? Like, that's as much thinking as I want to see out of Jason.
He takes out his aggressions and breaks that person in half in the sleeping bag, though. That's part 7.
It does make sense if he's been there 20 years. He's going to know the in and outs of literally everything. And I don't know.
I mean, to be fair, he did like build himself a shack in part 2.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's implied. I don't think it's implied he built those tunnels.
I was gonna,
but you're gonna be able to figure out your way around them if you're gonna be there for 20 years.
I think it maybe not more, but less. I don't know. I think it's.
It would make more sense if like himself. It would make more sense if like Crystal Lake was like near a mine or something.
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
They were like mining tunnels.
just random tunnels.
Does Jason does he build the shack in part 2, or is it already there?
It might have already been there, but it's like so out in the middle of nowhere that it almost, and it's like really shitty. Like, it looks like put together by an idiot. So it might actually, it looks like he just found like pieces of spare wood everywhere and like built it.
Yeah.
But I do know that like the remake is like insanely sad that it's like the last Friday the 13th we got. It's like so crazy that it's been that long.
No, we've mentioned this a million times. I think the craziest thing is that one's not the last one. It's not the crazy part. It's that it's the 12th one. We never got the 13th
Right. Yeah.
one.
It's so stupid.
It's fucking insane. Like we ended on a pretty above average like remake kind of thing, and then we never got the Friday the 13th 13. Like it's insane to me.
Yeah.
But I honestly kind of gave up even trying to follow all the fucking everything that goes on with that franchise, man. Like I don't even know where everything stands because there's rights with.
I mean, the TV show is like there's actually footage from the like pictures about like behind the set photos that have come out. So,
but me and you, like, I'm in the same boat though, man. Like, I mean, it's cool that they're doing something Friday the 13th, but at the end of the day, I'm like, I am not overly interested because unless I have some spare time where I just I don't have to prep for anything, I'll watch it or whatever. But like, I'm not going out of my way to fucking check this shit out.
Yeah, I'm just like not into TV. Like that's my issue. Like I like it. I just don't like have time to like really like put into it.
I mean, I'll be honest. Every TV series that I've tried to do, I thought Scream was fucking ass balls. I fucking loathed. What else was I? Oh yeah, the Chucky series, man. Oh my god, dude. I
like the Chucky series.
I don't, man. Like it's very much of how TV is done nowadays. Like they start with this narrative and then they go off onto these side narratives and they have whole episodes of these side narratives or these subplots and stuff like that. And they go back to this and they keep going back and forth. It's like what The Walking Dead did for years.
That's kind of what an episode
and then they would just
did that too.
Yeah, but that show was different. It had like less characters and it was just, I don't know, it flowed better. That series was really good actually. I kind of like how they did that one. But like with The Walking Dead, where there's so many characters, you get like 2 or 3 episodes where it just follow these characters and go back to this and like, fuck, man, it always felt like filler episodes. But like, I honestly, with the Chucky series, I never liked the lead character in it at all. I couldn't fucking stand him. Couldn't stand it. And plus, the show got a little bonkers for me. I
only watched like half of the first season. And I thought it was all right.
I got into the second season. I was like, that's enough. I couldn't do it anymore. I think it was like the same thing that happened with a couple of series where, what was the other one? Stranger Things. I got 4 episodes into season 2 and I was like, I actually don't like this show at all. I struggled through the first season and I still think it's the most overrated TV series of all time or in modern times. Cause it gets so much praise and stuff. There's a lot of shows out there, but like this one, I just could never.
It's just cause it's fucking Netflix.
It's like, I don't know, man. It's a lot of the characters, dude. Like I like the idea of what they're doing in Stranger Things. I just don't like the execution, and the characters to me are super bland and boring. Almost everybody to me, I'm just like, the kid with no teeth. I'm like, cool, man. You got no fucking teeth. Read on, bro. Like, am I supposed to root for you, man? Like, personally, I like to brush my teeth, but whatever.
I think that kid actually has like a medical condition.
No, I know what it is, but it's the character, it's the whole ensemble cast, to be honest though. Like I don't really care for a lot of people in it, like the characters and shit. I don't know. It's boring to me, but that's just me. I'm not saying it's a bad show. I'm just saying it's not for me.
So after that, I was like, which Friday the 13th should I watch next? I had mentioned like, maybe I should watch them in reverse order, cause I've never done that. And I was going to do that, but then I was like, well, that kind of sucks because I just finished my cycle. So like the later ones are the ones I watched most recently. So it's kind of feels sucky to go back through. So what I did instead was I did a double elimination bracket of random. So I put all the movies out and did it like coin flips for double elimination. And the winner ended up being Friday the 13th Part 6. Came out on top in that. So I watched that. So since
it's so fresh in your mind and that's my favorite one in the franchise, what are your thoughts on it now? I still think
I've always loved Friday 13.6. There was a time where it used to be my favorite.
Yeah, I love it. It's funny because I've had so many different, like I loved Part 4 for years, and then I really started gravitating towards Part 3 and 6, and then 6 kind of took it for me. But if I have to like go to, I always do like 3 and 6 for some reason.
So like
those are the 2.
It's unfortunate because like 6 has gone down on my rankings, but like that's not to say that I don't love 6, because like really the first 6 are like my bread and butter. Like I love all 6 of them. But like I still go Part 4 is my number 1, then Part 5, then Part 2, or sometimes Part 2 then 5, and then probably honestly part 1 has like climbed dramatically up my list, and then I would probably say like part 3 and then part 6.
It's funny, man. I like watching the original Friday the 13th film if I'm not in the mood for watching Jason. You know what I mean? Like it's a good slasher film.
I think it's like one of the like best slasher films, like if you just like took it as a slasher film. And honestly, like
Yeah.
it was never really my favorite until one year I was watching it at like the drive-in in the summer, and like, or no, it was actually in the theater. I went to see it, and like something about like the rain and the atmosphere that first one set up just clicked so much for me that watch. And now I like love it. And then after that, I did another randomized double elimination bracket, and I ended up drawing Jason Goes to Hell. So I watched the remake 6, then Jason Goes to Hell on Friday the 13th, and that's all I got to. But
See,
there's another Friday the 13th next month. So
oh wow, yeah, I saw your Friday selection. I kind of
what? There's another Friday the 13th.
I figured you just pick those.
Yeah,
that's crazy, bro. I didn't know.
Yeah, so there's a one in March, and there's actually, this is one of the rare years where there's 3. There's also one in November.
Wow.
Yeah,
well,
so
I missed this one, so I guess I'll do something for the next one.
I don't think there's been back months with a Friday the 13th in like a really long time.
I can't remember any. They always seem like they're far apart to me.
Yeah, I mean, it's on like a 10, 11 year cycle or something like that, where the dates always kind of line up or something like that. I can't remember what it is. So
I watched Marty Supreme on Friday the 13th.
Well, so going forward, I'm doing random for this cycle. So once I get all of them, doing it random, and then I'm gonna do the backwards cycle next time. I probably will finish by the end of the year with the November Friday the 13th, probably.
I think maybe, yeah, I'm it's not very often I actually do watch Friday the 13th films on the 13th, but maybe this year I'll watch one and then maybe throw in some episodes of the TV series.
At some point, I was on
just so random.
Like JP was, and I just fell off.
The last time it happened was 2015.
Yeah, 11
years.
11
years.
Yeah. So yeah, the reason why I know that is because my in-laws make a calendar every year with like pictures from the whole year from the whole thing, because we have this like massive family on my wife's side. And so her dad puts his calendars together with, everyone's birthday and all these pictures and stuff and every year. But in our cabin, we have the calendar that would match up with the current year hanging up in there all the time. So it's the one from 2015 that's in there, but it has the exact days, right? It's crazy. So it's an 11-year cycle. And I never knew that until I was like, why the fuck is there a calendar in here that's so old? And Aaron's like, the days they match up, they're the exact same. I'm like, that's fucking wild. I never knew that. You learn some random shit every odd day, man. So that's kind of cool. But it was weird because it was like, I think February, they might not have had too many pictures, and they had like all these wedding pictures. And I'm like, this is 2015. I'm like, man, we got married in 2007. They must have been a slow picture year. It was fucking so random because I hadn't been out the cabin. So I'm like, I go look and I'm like, what the fuck is with this calendar out there, man? I'm like, this is crazy. But yeah, it was kind of weird. But yeah, 11-year cycle. That's something I would actually like to do, though, man. I was thinking about. I would still like to finish off the Tales from the Crypt series, because I guess Tyler would be in on this now too, which kind of be interesting.
I own that. I own the entire series on DVD.
Well, we did the first 2 seasons, and it's one of those things that it's perfect for the summer, where if you just watch a couple episodes and record them, I can just put the show together like I did the previous times, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What we did before was every Monday we recorded like 2 to 3 episodes, like an hour. Basically, we'd jump on and record for an hour and do the 3 episodes, and then once we got all of them done, we put it out as an episode.
It'd be fun to do the Friday the 13th series though too. I always like that series because
I've actually probably seen the earlier seasons of Tales from the Crypt way more than the later seasons too. So
that's because the earlier seasons, they actually get worse as they go for the most part.
The first 5 seasons are all really solid, and then they moved to they moved it to the UK, and season 6 is pretty weak, and then season 7 actually isn't very good. Like,
I think there's like one great episode in the last season, and it's like the 3 Little Pigs episode. It's like the animated one.
There's one in the last season where Humphrey Bogart is the star of it. Because I remember like
that one.
I remember
Yeah.
learning it like after I became a Humphrey Bogart fan a few years ago. I went and watched it. It's like, this is pretty cool actually. And Alfred Hitchcock has a cameo before one of the Crypt Keepers happened.
Yeah, it's pretty random.
So what? Oh, and then after that, because Saturday was Valentine's Day, I watched My Bloody Valentine. And dude, honestly,
Naturally.
I said this in the chat. I used to say like My Bloody Valentine is like the best standalone slasher if you don't count the remake. But honestly, in general, like My Bloody Valentine is arguably like the best slasher outside of Halloween.
You know what makes My Bloody Valentine such
I don't think it's
great
better than
movie?
Nightmare on Elm Street.
You
It
don't
is.
think it's better?
No, but
pretty close.
if you discount those two, I think
Yeah,
there's a
maybe
pretty
that
fair
one.
argument. I think it's a pretty
maybe
fair
really
argument. It's
mean,
definitely
it's-
something. It's one of the first ones that would come to mind if I was trying to make that argument.
It's personally my favorite standalone slasher film. I would take it over Halloween any day, to be honest.
Always
But
the
I
one for me.
can't take it. I mean, Halloween is like such
There's
a
something
perfect
so
movie.
majestic, something so majestic just about the score and the setting that's just timeless to me. I love Halloween.
like,
Yeah, and
when it
I
com-
didn't grow up loving Halloween, but like it's just too good to deny.
It was always like out of the big franchises, it was always like my least favorite one growing up. And you know, I mean, I grew up in that era.
It was
where
it was
these
I
are
was
these-
actually-
these-
I was so not, and I used to hate Halloween. Like I
I
used to
never
hate people
hated
that
it.
liked Halloween.
I never hated it, but there was always one. I think I was just more. I was more into, I guess, a little bit more, maybe blood and gore and shit like that. But like watching Nightmare on Elm Street, I was like, damn, bro, like that's kind of fucked up because it was like all serious and gory and shit. And then like, you know, even Friday the 13th, you watch the first one, it's got some pretty crazy kills, and you're like, shit. But then you watch Halloween, and it's not any of that. It's done totally different. It's kind of like a
Like-
chainsaw, but
When you look at My Bloody Valentine, because like I agree, Tyler, Elm Street's probably a better movie, but like it's also not a traditional slasher. Nightmare on
Yeah.
Elm Street.
Yeah,
So if you're looking at like the most like true blue kind of slashers,
yeah, if you're looking at a
like
grounded slasher that's not supernatural,
Bloody Valentine is literally like perfect as a slasher. Like
Yeah,
there's
what-
really nothing that you could point out that's like a bad move in that movie.
well, if you think about what are the best looking killer, it scores high in every mark. Like if you thought, who are the best looking killers? Like there are, I think the minors in the conversation. You think who's got the best characters? Like My Bloody Valentine is something that someone's obviously going to bring up. And if you say what's the best '80s slasher in terms of violence, like that's something people are going to bring up, assuming you're talking about the uncut version.
Right. But it also, I think like what sets it apart for me is one, the story is a little bit more creative than what you typically get with the slashers of the early 80s.
Yeah,
With like Axel and Tej, like how that whole story plays out.
Mhm.
And then the ending also is really creepy because the miners just sort of gets away. And
I
it's
know.
creepy.
I know
You
it's
know
crazy.
what
Like he
might
totally gets
surprise
away.
you
It's wild.
that I think I like more than My Bloody Valentine is Silent Night, Deadly Night.
I mean, I love Silent Night, Deadly Night, but it's definitely a little more schlocky than.
I think there's just something about the mean spearness of Silent Night, Deadly Night I like a little bit more.
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I
there's
can see
something
that. But
like,
but the thing about My Bloody Valentine that I was getting to is the reason that one like set apart from all the other slashers that came out in like the 1980, 81, 82 is the goddamn characters. Like
Yeah.
I love these characters. Like I love their interactions with each other. I love like Tej and Axel have such a weird relationship where it's like there's sort of this animosity because they're fighting over the same girl, but they're still like boys too. So it's like
Yeah.
it's
That's something
this
a lot
weird.
of guys kind of go through at some point in their life too.
Yeah. It works really good. And then like there's just even like background characters who aren't as involved that are fun, and the community of like the small town that all works in the mine and all parties afterwards. Like it's very like heartwarming like vibes. Like
There's just something
love the
about it
camaraderie of
too,
it.
where it's like working class people, kind of like the crew in Alien. I guess like
Yeah.
a different reality, whereas most other slashers are just dumb teenagers.
Yeah, like this is actually more of a adult group,
Yeah,
but they're young adults, you know.
yeah, they're
what I
like
mean?
young adults, like working some like in the town's mind together, hanging
Yeah,
out.
it feels like
being
they're all
boys.
fresh out of like high school, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
exactly.
Like they just graduated and now they're
Yeah,
like,
I
you
never
know
really looked
what?
at it like that, but that really is something different. That I guess that's what
It's that whole brotherly bond, man. When you're working
Yeah.
like in mines or in mills or whatever, like you just have that camaraderie, you know,
It's just
together
like-
and stuff. Because you always
even-
everyone has each other's backs because you're in a tight situation, you're in a dangerous situation, so you rely on each other to like have, you know, the safety. Like everyone's trusting each other and shit like that.
Yeah.
And like
Even
you can
if you're
see it in
just
the characters.
working, like,
All the characters
some-
are so good. I love the bigger dude with the fucking stash and shit. Like that guy's
Yeah.
fucking gnarly in the film. And like
and you get
Yeah,
the feeling
all
that
it's-
like all of them
Yeah.
are friends and then all of their girlfriends are friends too.
Yeah.
I know I love that.
Like, and they feel real friends. They don't just feel like
It's
the
just that
slutty
work
one and the
camaraderie,
dirty one
yeah.
and the sporty one all together that don't feel like they would even be friends. Like these
Right.
characters all feel like they are all best friends with each other.
It's the classic work friend. Even like, even if you're not working some like real hard job like this, even if you're just working like some shitty retail job together, like you both work and you both know it sucks, and you're
Right.
kind of together because of that.
I mean,
You end up being random with-
sometimes your work friends end up becoming like good friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
yeah.
Like my one friend Shane, who I started in hotels with, like he's still like a great friend of mine, and I didn't
Yeah.
even fucking like him when I first met him.
Well, there's people now I've worked around for like 7 years. It'd be
Yeah.
weird. It's just like gone one day.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, My Bloody Valentine, dude, it's just become such a favorite of mine. I love every minute of that movie.
Like even them at the bar when they're drinking and shit, like the movie, like I've heard people say it's like the most Canadian shit ever, but like when I look at it, I'm like, yeah, it kind of is, but it's like a total East Coast thing. Like I know people like this though.
And it's also
they're
so
just down to earth fucking.
Yeah.
I think that's why it's so likable, because there's just like this ensemble of like likable dudes, you know?
there's like one scene that always like stuck out to me as different, right? And it's the emphasizes what we're talking about the friendships and the characters and stuff.
Mhm.
And when it's like Teach comes back to town, Axel is with his chick or whatever, they get into an argument and a fight or whatever. Axel was gone, and then your mustache guy, the chubbier dude, says
Paul's-
like he's like you're being rough on him, Teach. It's not his fault or something like that. And he's like, I know it's not his fault. Like it's just that like like another movie, it would just be like, oh, these two old friends are beefing because the girl came in between them, and it would be
Yeah.
so standardized bullshit. But it's like this movie has like layers and depth to it, where it's not as simple as he stole my girl, he's bad.
Well, they
You know
even
what
show
I
him,
mean?
like-
It's more complex than that.
And like in the junkyard when they're cooking in the fucking vehicle and shit like that.
Yeah, like
that's-
stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's some shit you would do like out in a field somewhere
Yeah.
after working. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's cool. Yeah, I love that movie, man. And the like the uncut version is, it was funny because Carly loves that movie too. And I was like, did you watch the uncut? Because she watched it on, and I was like, do you have the uncut? And she's like, no, I got the shitty double feature DVD with April Fool's Day. And I was like, dude, I have 3 uncut copies.
Dude, I remember making this joke.
And
I'm
she was
JP's
like,
the
she
only
like,
guy that
what
wouldn't
the
give his
Fuck. She's like,
girlfriend a
why would give me fucking one, you fucking selfish prick?
yeah.
My first question was just why?
Dude, I still have 3. I have the uncut DVD, the old Sony Blu-ray, and the fucking Blu-ray, the Screen
So-
Factory.
I have the Lionsgate Blu-ray that was the uncut Bluray.
Or was it
And then-
Lionsgate? Okay, I thought it was Sony.
I think
Blu-ray.
that's the one you're talking about. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
Is it I think is it maybe it is.
I got rid of that. I have the Screen Factor one. I usually get rid of stuff after.
And then I grabbed the
this.
Scream Factory Blu-ray, and then I grabbed the Scream Factory 4K.
Yeah.
So I actually have all of them uncut.
Oh, actually, I do have the 4K of that too. I think I grabbed the. I think that's one of the ones. I grabbed the steel. I don't know. I have it on 4K though too. I
I don't
didn't get
have
rid of
the
the old
4K.
Sony one or whatever because it was like, it was kind of nostalgic because we always had these shitty cut versions. When that Blu-ray came out, it was like, oh, fucking finally get to see this shit like this.
I remember I bought it on Walmart.com for like $7.
Yeah, that's crazy. But the one thing I liked about that Blu-ray though too, and we've talked about this many times about how like the footage wasn't totally remastered, so you got to see everything that was cut, and you're like, God damn, that's fucking crazy, dude. Like there's full scenes that are completely just chopped out of that film, man. It's totally wild to me.
I mean, that movie is completely neutered without it. I saw it in the theater.
There's something like what 14 minutes missing or something, or 12
That's
minutes,
insane.
and
That's
it's like
like
pretty much
all-
all the kills. It's pretty much all the kills. It's fucking
You
wild.
have to like cut an entire storyline out of a movie to get 14 minutes out.
Yeah, the one scene in the towards the end in the mine, there it's just chopped to shit.
Well, that's a
dude.
shame.
Like,
It makes makes sense.
it's
They
missing
probably
like
had to-
6 minutes or something. Yeah.
They probably had to cut a bunch of random story parts out because we have to cut this part, so then it will make sense to have this scene in here now. So we got to cut this out.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you watch that version. I saw it in the theater, and I was like, man, this movie is completely neutered. Like it's actually genuinely not as good.
It's not. It really isn't. I agree.
I don't even remember what it would look like now. I had this on DVD before I got the Scream Factory Blue, and I didn't know shit. But this is my first year of collecting. This was in like 2011. Like actually, like for myself, like being a collector, not just shit I had growing up. And I didn't know shit about movies or anything at the time, so I'm just picking random stuff, and I happened to find the right version of it on DVD just in the wild somewhere, and I picked that up and just never knew about what the uncut version looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it totally like opens up your perception of that movie, because like I remember watching it for the first time on that cut DVD with April Fool's Day. And thinking like, yeah, it was all right. It was like decent slasher. Now I'm like, dude, it's amazing. It's like one of the best slashers ever made.
Yeah, there was.
So yeah, overall it was a very eventful, awesome weekend of holiday horror.
So let me tell you about the movie I watched on Valentine's Day.
Nice.
It was called Valentine's Day, and it might be one of the worst
It sounds pretty
Hollywood
fucking bad.
movies with real actors than I've ever seen. It was miserable. It was like Magnolia for middle-aged women who watch the Lifetime channel.
Is that like a newer movie?
It's 2010.
Okay, yeah, I know which one you're talking about. Who's in it again?
Oh, it's got a million views. The main person's Ashton Kutcher. This is the most
Oh,
2010
I know what movie it is.
It's got
Oh yeah,
Ashton
I
in
remember
it.
that movie.
Yeah.
Jennifer Gardner, Taylor Swift's a
Yeah.
teenager. It's
Yeah.
got a bunch
Yeah.
of Shirley MacLaine's in it. I was like, oh, you gonna drag my girl Shirley into this?
Yeah, I know. I've never seen it, but I know what movie you're talking about.
It was miserable. It was 2 hours long. It just was just complete nothing for her to sell more flowers. I hated it so much. That's what we watched on Valentine's
So
Day.
that was your girlfriend's pick, man. It always seems like
she
you're watching
literally
some
went
pretty
to
shit stuff.
She
on
literally
Fridays.
went to MB and just typed in Valentine's Day, and that came up, and she clicked on it. That's how we picked the movie.
Man, you think My Bloody Valentine would come up before that? Go on.
The movie's called Valentine's Day. So
I mean, yeah. Even Valentine, shit.
before that, I watched a movie called Buddies, which is a messed up movie to watch on Valentine's Day. So we'll talk about that later.
Is that the one that's Vinegar Syndrome released?
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie's fucking crazy. What the fuck? Why did you watch that? That's pretty random.
I was just like, oh,
It's
something
super
good. And I just
random.
I just pulled that off the shelf.
Yeah, that's random. That's random.
What is the movie?
Buddies.
When did
I'll
they
get to
release
it.
that?
It's an
don't know.
old Vinegar
It
Syndrome
has
release,
to be
man.
because I don't own that one.
I think it's
Yeah.
before they were even doing slipcovers. I think
I bought it
don't know.
last summer. No, it has a slipcover.
It has one now
Oh, maybe
because they went back into the slipcover for it.
well,
all the
I
old
bought
releases.
it. I bought it with the slipcover.
Yeah, that was
on Black Friday for like 60% off. It was one of
Yeah.
those like, please buy this because nobody else is. Type of
yeah.
deals.
Buddies is old.
Yeah, because there's a lot of their early releases that didn't originally come with slipcovers that they re-released slipcover.
Yeah, I have
At least I'm
I have
thinking
the
it
Christmas
didn't.
Evil without the slip.
I'm pretty sure I own Buddies without a slipcover, so it might be like the original. I don't know.
Yeah,
I can't
mine's
remember.
got the
but
slip. But yeah, we'll say that for what we watched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I just sat outside and fucking built fires, and it's because like where my cabin is, like it's a lot, there's snow out there, not that much, but it's still cold and shit. And so they just basically snow blowed the lake and played hockey out there for a while. I sat up there and had some beers. I was gonna go skating and play, but my back was fucking killing me from work because I'm an old ass man and I suck now, so I can't really do shit like that. But yeah, no, I was just sitting around having beers. It was super fucking nice out there, but got cold. I'm not going to lie, but that's why you have a fire. Just so Canadian. It's like the most Canadian thing to do, to sit outside. I can be all warm inside, but I'm going to sit outside with a fire.
I mean,
and have
that's
beers all
pretty,
weekend.
that's pretty
Like Saturday for Valentine's Day, we just had a wiener roast and shit like outside. Like we don't actually eat hot dogs a lot when we really eat like normal humans, but we're just like, it's Valentine's Day. Like fuck, me and the wife don't never celebrate Valentine's Day because our anniversary is on the 21st. So it's like a week later. So it's like, we just kind of combine the two. So
yeah,
but it was fucking fun weekend, man. I had a lot of fun, man. It's good.
A fire outside is a very East Coast American thing to do too, I think.
Yeah,
Like it's
we
very
do that.
like my neighbors are always out drinking by the fire and shit like that.
Well, with us, like when I'm out at the cabin, that's all we do. Like I'm never inside my cabin. Doesn't matter how cold it, whatever it is, we're always outside. So, I mean, it's usually the number one, like when I get out there, I set everything up. And then the first thing I do is I go and gather my wood and stuff because we have like stockpiles because, we live it's out in the wilderness. So we just go and cut shit down. So, build a fucking fire, go to town. It's amazing. So, yeah, it's great, man. We have new neighbors out there. I haven't met them yet. I actually know the neighbor, but I just haven't like met him. But it's kind of interesting. But that's the cool thing about being on a lake, though. Too, you just like there's not that much snow, so you just quick little snow blow, quick little shovel, and just go fucking play hockey. Bring the 2 nets out there, and it's just full on perfect ice.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Nice.
Yeah, perfect fucking ice. It's crazy.
Did anybody go to the cinema this week?
No, there's 2 things I wanted to see, and my theater got neither of them.
This week, dude, we recorded 3 days ago.
I usually go on the weekend.
We've already
So
talked
that would have been the
about
time.
everything
That would have been the time for me to go.
I went
in the morning. What did you say?
So we were gonna, lately me and Carly's been doing like triple features or at least a double feature, just to make the trip worth it because it's like an hour away to the theater. But we did go out to dinner instead, so we didn't stay we only watched one. Honestly, the showtime, and that's kind of how I knew that there wasn't like that these movies weren't super wide. Because there wasn't a lot of screenings available for these films. In fact, the mortuary assistant only had 1 screening at 10 p.m. But I went and seen Cold Storage, which was actually a little fun. It's about this spaceship that crashed to Earth in 77, I think it was. And they go to like recover the wreckage, and there's basically like a mold that survived the crash and infects people like immediately. So they lock it up in some government facility, sample of it, and they sort of nuke the area. And then they have a sample of it in this government facility that over the years since it's existed in that facility, eventually it just got like the building got like sold. So it's like behind some walls in some like vault, and somehow like the vault gets penetrated and it like releases it, and then it infects like the people and animals around it. I thought it was kind of fun.
So what does it make people do when you get infected by the mold? What is it?
Kind of makes you almost like a zombie. Like you're like kind of, I wouldn't say intelligent, but you're still have like motor skills. Like you could still like shoot and stuff. But
so you become like hyper violent or some shit?
Not like hyper violent, like not like 28 days later, but you're just sort of possessed almost, but not like, but I don't know. It's just like, it's I would liken it to Zombie, but with more motor skills. But I don't really think they're like thinking deeply while they're infected with this mold. But the worst part about it is there's a lot of CG.
Oh no.
Yeah, but it kind of makes sense for like some of the stuff. Like there's a deer that gets infected, and it's like a big chunk of a big part of the movie, and it's all CG because it's a fucking deer.
Why do movies think it's a good idea with CG and like boars and deers and shit like that these days?
Because they want to do something cool like that, but don't know how to do it practically anymore.
Yeah, well, you can't. Like, I mean, having animals on sets now is like, it just.
Well, I'm saying like puppetry, like you make a fake deer.
Yeah, you could do that, but it's time and effort.
That's how they used to. I mean, look at something like Alligator, right? Like they just built a big fucking fake alligator.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's so time consuming, and movies just don't put the effort in anymore to do it.
No.
But yeah, I mean, I gave it like a 6.57 or something. It was decent and nothing like to write home about or anything.
Yeah, I thought that one sounded kind of cool, man. That kind of sucks. It's not like great, but
Jeremy said that Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die was great.
That was one of the things I was looking to see. I thought that actually sounded pretty fun, and my theater didn't get it locally. And then that Nirvana the band movie that everybody likes, that was playing not near me either.
Yeah, Jeremy texted me about that, and he's like, "Dude, you got to see this shit." He's like, "There's so many funny Canadians."
Yeah, he texted me too. He said, "I love it." Dan
he's
saw it.
He's like, "You actually laugh."
So it does play at the little indie theater, like 40 minutes for me. But the problem with that one is I basically can only go to that on the weekdays. Driving 40 minutes to this little theater where the college kids always act up and make the whatever you're watching not fun. On a weeknight at like 7, 8 p.m. is just not really what I want to be doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, freaking Send Help made like another 8 million.
I know, I saw that.
Yeah, it was number one again this week, right?
They were saying it was pulling like a
no, Wuthering Heights was.
Oh,
so what is
that was awful.
What is Send Help up to now?
47 million.
What was the budget on the movie? I don't remember.
I'm gonna guess about 20.
Yeah,
so it's above.
Yeah, there's no way that movie didn't make money besides 47.
Well, no, I mean their marketing wasn't over 25 million. They're just at the cusp of breaking even here or whatever. So I mean the marketing on that was probably I'm assuming 5 to 8 million.
I saw more ad space for that than anything else this year.
But even 8 million, yeah, I mean movies just aren't promoted like they were.
I just don't have a lot of exposure to it. I have YouTube Premium, so I don't see any ads on there.
I don't watch TV either, right? Like,
yeah, I watch one show with my girlfriend on Sunday nights if we don't record, and Monday nights if we're not recording, and we have to watch commercials on that. And that's the only time I see some of this stuff.
Like, to be honest, like, I think the only time I ever really see trailers and shit is if I'm sitting in the theater and
I don't even pay attention.
Much that and then like the odd like TV spot on a sports game.
Yeah, if they have them. Yeah.
And I pirate all my
there was a
games,
couple
so I don't even see that.
There was a couple Scream ads during the Super Bowl.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I never got those. That's crazy.
Yeah, there was one right at the start of the game, and then there was another one later on.
Yeah, we never got those.
Yeah,
we never got them.
Because when it came up, I kept saying Cream Heaven.
Yeah, I definitely did not see those Scream. That's crazy, man. That's fucking wild. Huh. But whatever. I mean,
yeah, and they had an ad on the fucking UFC canvas on the last pay-per-view too.
You don't get a lot of movie trailers and movie promotion while watching sports in Canada, to be honest, especially during hockey. It's just like it's probably Tim Horton commercials and other fucking and other typical Canadian shit.
You know what's always bugged me? I know the Super Bowl is a little old at this point, but the weird obsession or what I think is fake enthusiasm for the Super Bowl commercials.
Dude, I didn't even notice. It was halftime, and I'm like, did anybody even notice any good commercials? And everyone's like, but I didn't see anyone's.
I always hear people like, oh, I watch it for the commercials or what. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You watch
The
it
only-
for the commercials.
The only one I can even
We
recall-
hate commercials.
Yeah.
Everybody bitches about commercials all the time.
It's
We
so
always
phony,
hate
bro.
commercials, but yet the Super Bowl commercials are special. Like, get out of here. They're all
The
suck
only
anyway.
one.
Back
the
in the
only
day, they
one
used
I
to
can
be.
even recall is the one where they made fun of Goodwill Hunting with Tom Brady.
Yeah, there's
That's
like
the
a
only
couple
one I
good
can even
ones here and
think
there,
of.
but
Yeah.
that's commercials throughout all of history as well.
It's
There's
because
some good
it
ones
used to
every
be this
once in a
whole.
while.
It used to be this whole thing with the Super Bowl. It's like, oh, it's going to cost you like $1 million or $1.5 million for a 30-second spot. So people are like, oh, this has got to be fucking good. And like
Yeah,
there
it's
was some
gotta
good ones
stand
back
out.
in the day. So it was always like this overhyped thing where these commercials are all going to be like stellar and shit. And you get to halftime and I'm like, I don't remember one commercial from the first fucking half of this game.
It
that's
just
actually
feels like,
legitimately good.
like one of those like corporate like sneaky things. Like we'll put a narrative out there that people like watching the Super Bowl commercials, and it'll eventually take off and become a thing. And I feel like that's what happened, because the only people I ever hear say that, I feel like they heard someone else say that, so they feel like they should, like, it's a thing. But
Those
in
old
reality,
people.
it's like, dude, we all hate ads. Like, stop acting like we
Yeah.
like ads for a day.
I can't even fully relate to it though, because like you guys always get the full end of the commercials where we only get some of those commercials, right? And the rest are filled in with Canadian content because that's the way Canadian networks have to work, right? So we don't get them all. So sometimes I'll like, I remember years ago people would be talking about this one commercial, just some random commercial. I'm like, well, we didn't get that. So
Yeah, and
Can't
and
relate.
they always release like all of the commercials like on YouTube before even the Super Bowl. So you
Do
can
they
watch
really?
them early. Yeah, they usually
Garny.
they usually put them like if it's like Bud Light or something. Like Bud Light will upload the commercial to their YouTube channel like a week before the
See,
Super Bowl.
Bud Light used to have some pretty decent ones. I remember getting some of those that were pretty fun. But like, I honestly don't remember.
There's
A lot of good ones
there's
from the
one
Super
Bud
Bowl.
Light commercial I remember from my childhood that it was Bud Light or Budweiser. I think it was Bud Light.
Is it the
It's like-
frogs?
No, it's this guy was with his girl, like on a horseback and carriage in the winter, and he reaches down, like he's holding a candle, and he gives the candle to his girlfriend, and then he reaches down to go grab the beer, and when he does that, the horse farts while she's holding the candle, and it like singes her in the face. And then that guy comes up with the beers.
What?
You're a
Yeah,
fucking
that was.
idiot.
I swear to God, I remember this when I was a kid.
That was a fucking Bud
that was
commercial.
yeah. And that's the commercial that stuck.
So
with
like,
me.
what was the point of her
To make
getting
you
all
laugh.
serious?
Because she was holding a candle, it was just funny. And then you laugh, you're like, "Oh, drink Bud Light." That's what the ad used to be.
I was like waiting for like the punchline, like, oh, Bud Light's so hot, or some shit like that.
It might have said something stupid like that, but I
Yeah.
just remember the horse farting in her face, and then like,
Yeah,
it's got a
I
Bud
mean,
I
Light
would
definitely-
laugh at that because I like dick and fart jokes, so I would laugh at that. But like, it's so stupid. It's like so stupid.
There's
But here I
definitely
am
some-
remembering it 20 something years later.
I mean, there's definitely some iconic commercials throughout time, right? Like you have the another beer commercial. Remember the frogs, the Budweiser.
Oh,
like,
man.
where they'd be like croaking and shit.
They had it for a long time.
Yeah, and then what was it? Wasn't the one where they parodied Scary Movie where they're like, "What's up?" Like, wasn't?
Oh,
that,
Yeah, the West Side. Yeah.
I remember that one.
That shit was funny too. But
I mean, I'll be honest, man. I can't quite remember a lot of commercials, man. Like,
The-
they just kind of
it-
come and go from my mind.
dude, there was literally a time in history where fools walked around saying, "What's up?"
They
Like,
did. They
to
definitely did.
each other and like called each other and did that. Like actual people did that as like a thing.
It got so bad though. Like there was commercials even parodying the whole "What's up" thing.
Yeah,
I
it's-
did that,
They were
did
actually
that
parodying
before
the
I knew what
parody
Scary
or
Movie
the
was.
joke. I mean,
I think by the time I saw Scary Movie, I didn't even had known that had came from that. And I probably
The-
saw Scary Movie within like 2-3 years of it coming out.
The funny thing about
Yeah.
Scary Movie, we were talking about Don't Be a Menace the other day, and when Ashtray goes into the house and he starts swinging and fucking bodies all those kids.
the boys.
The funny thing is they reused that joke in Scary Movie when he's doing the rap and he's like, "I'm slashing him, dashing, cutting him up and flashing him." And then
Yeah.
like all the people are dead around him. I'm like, that's the same thing.
Yeah.
They recycled that joke.
I mean, it's their own joke,
It's
right?
different. I mean, it's
Yeah.
different. Yeah, it's them. But I'm just saying, like, that was cool to repurpose that joke in two different ways because it
Yeah.
works in both.
It does.
It's just slightly different.
I think the Don't Be a Menace one is way funnier because that
'cause
moment
it's kids.
from Boys
It's
in the Hood
kids.
is like so fucking. It's like so like, dude, it's so emotional and shit like that. And is
Yeah.
trying to be, and then he's just like knocking kids out everywhere. Dude, it's so fucking funny.
Dude, I
love
want to. I should really give the first two scary movies a rewatch. It's been so long since I've watched those.
They're so much better too because they're rated R.
I'm actually really excited to see the new one that the Wayans brothers are back because.
It's supposed to be rated R, right?
Oh yeah, fuck! It's gonna be
good.
Wayans
Yeah,
brothers
dude,
comedy.
the
Man.
Wayans
Of course,
ain't
it's
doing
gonna be.
something not rated
No,
R.
they're not gonna half-ass this shit, man, for sure. I haven't even seen. I think I saw a Scary Movie. Well, I saw the first 3. Is this the 6th one? So there's
Yes.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah, I
so there was
think so.
2 more. So 4 and 5. I don't think I saw part 5. I think I saw part 4, and I was like, yeah, that was really bad.
I saw 3 in theaters. I think I saw the rest of them when they're out in theaters. But
I don't.
Yeah.
Did all of them go to the theaters?
I don't know. I
don't even know.
I saw the first one pretty much around the time number 2 would have came to Blockbuster because I watched them both like within like in successive. Like I watched the first one, then I went back and rented the new one.
You know what's crazy is like the first Scary Movie and the 4th Scary Movie. Well, actually, the 5th Scary Movie. It only came out 13 years later, but it feels like there was a much bigger gap. Like between the 1st and 5th.
Yeah, I guess.
How much of a gap between?
I think they made them all pretty quick, but the
It's
third one, I
it's
think
13 years.
the third one went down to PG-13, right? And I think they started firing him out a little quicker.
Yeah, it did go PG-13.
Yeah, I think part 4 was PG-13 though too, right? Wasn't it?
Yeah, I think after
Yeah.
3 they started being PG-13.
Yeah.
So they started going to
I think that's
theaters.
when I really kind of pieced out on those things. I was like, no.
I was the right age where it was just still funny to me.
Well,
I mean-
I thought I pieced out like on 3. Like I thought 3 had some funny moments, but when they started doing like 8 Mile parodies and shit like that, I'm like, what is this?
I know.
I like- I think I
it
liked
just
it.
became because the Wayans brothers didn't write that shit. I mean, it was like we're just gonna parody every movie that was popular at the time and shit like. And that's
they're
really
doing,
what.
Honestly,
they're doing like
that's-
Signs, and it's like, dude, fucking Signs came out like 4 years, like
Yeah.
5 years. ago.
Yeah,
So
because
like 98 or some shit or whatever the fuck. No,
the
2004,
big one in the
whatever
big
fuck
one they
it
were parodying was The Ring.
was.
3. That was
Yeah.
like the main one. They were
Yeah, there's
parodying.
always a main focus, right? So
Yeah.
I wonder what they're gonna do for this new one. Like, what I haven't even really looked into it, but like, there's so many big movies that they
Dude,
could
those
do a parody
those
for.
movies set up a wave of horrible movies like Date Movie, Disaster Movie.
Epic movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
or
God,
they-
those
they
things were
just-
so bad, bro.
Let's just
They're
reference
so-
all the popular movies from the last couple of years.
so bad, so bad. I mean, it's.
I mean,
it's no,
I
it's,
just think it's cool that they're bringing back like the original cast.
it's
Yeah.
no different than like American Pie, and then you got all the fucking, all the spin-offs, right?
Yeah, but those aren't that bad.
Yeah, those are just direct-to-video things.
They're fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen. I what is there? 6 of them now? Like, or I mean, not
Well,
6, but there
Netflix
was.
did like a remake type thing, like
I think there's a
7 or 8
spin-off.
years ago.
Because there was.
I think there's a spin-off where it's girls. And
I
that
think
made it
that's the
6.
Netflix one.
Okay, I didn't know it was Netflix. Yeah.
Really?
No, there was
Because they had-
wait, 6 spin-offs, are you saying, or 6
That
total
was
films?
like number
No,
6 total.
there's what?
There was
4
Bandcamp.
American Pies.
Oh,
and
there
then-
was 3 other spin-offs. That would be at least 7 because there was Bandcamp. There was
I think there was 4 original spin-offs.
There's
Yeah,
Bandcamp,
I think there's
Naked
4.
Mile, and Book of Love. I think.
See, that's what
I
I was
don't think
thinking.
there was a 4th one. 'cause I
Yeah,
used
but
to-
you're skipping Beta House, dude.
Oh, Beta House. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
4.
so there is 4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's 4.
No, it's real simple because there was 4 original American Pies,
Mm-hmm.
even though the 4th one came out way later, and
Way
then there
later.
were 4
after the spin-offs.
Well, there was 3 spin-offs after or before
There
that
was
4th one came
4
out.
spin-offs.
There was
You
4.
guys
I
are
forgot
horrible
about-
with this.
I forgot about Beta House because
I've seen them all. I know.
No, I'm
my
saying there was.
American Pies.
They did all 4 of the spin-offs before they did the last American Pie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Really, that's crazy.
Well, don't
So they
forget
were
that
just
was
pumping
American.
those things out quick.
But
man.
that was
The- The
was
girls'
American
roll
Reunion.
one is like, I don't even count that.
Yeah, I've never
I
seen
don't even.
that.
I didn't even know about that shit. So like,
I only knew it from how it's popular.
So there's 8 American Pie movies.
And I'd seen every other American Pie movie, and it said
No,
almost
there-
complete.
there's 9 American Pie movies.
9.
There's
There's the
4
4 main
original, 4 spin-off, and then the fucking girls' roll.
oh yeah, I guess if you count that, I guess, but
We had to
whatever.
put some chicks in the room.
It actually is called American Pie Presents a Girls' Roll. So
Okay,
guess
I
it
didn't even know about
technically-
that. So there's 9. That's crazy. That's a big franchise.
Yeah, I've seen 8 of those. That's crazy.
I have seen 2 or 3 of the spin-off ones. I know I've seen. What was the first one again?
I liked all those because I waited for those. to
All
come
the
in.
spin-offs
Deal
are
stuff.
decent. Bandcamp, Naked Mile, Beta House, and the Book of Love.
You know
Book
what?
of Love is what
I
killed
might have
them, I
seen
think.
all 4 of those actually, to be honest.
Pretty sure the Book of Love it got a little wishy washy.
Yeah, that's definitely the worst of the ones.
Yeah, these came out right.
See,
when
here's
I was
why
in
it's
high
not
school. I
American
waited for
Pie.
these.
Girls' Roll, because Eugene Levy isn't in it.
Yeah,
And he was in all the other ones.
He was in all
Yeah,
the.
he-
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was in
the
all 8 of
spin-offs.
them.
I love how it reveals in the spin-offs that he was just this giant poon lord in college.
Yeah, dude. He even did the Naked Mile and shit. Apparently, they are working on a new one.
Like with original cast members and everything. That's crazy.
Jesus.
What else?
I mean,
are they
honestly,
doing?
dude, man, Stifler, because he's the face of that shit, though, dude. He's so goddamn
Dude, but
funny,
what-
man.
like,
in American Wedding,
it gonna
I'll
be
never
called?
laugh so
American
fucking
it
hard.
seems like it seems like malpractice to not have Stifler in modern day. You know what I mean? Because it's like the world has changed so much since 2012's American Reunion.
Yeah.
Like, what does Stifler look like in this politically correct time period? You know what I mean?
Oh, but we've already passed that period, man. People are kind of going
now
back
it's
to the
starting
norm.
to-
Now
Yeah, it's starting to
the
get back
pendulum's starting
now,
to
yeah.
swing
But dude,
back,
making
yeah.
an American
Yeah.
Pie film about 4 years ago would have been so goddamn funny if he was still Stifler.
They could not have probably done it, dude.
Fucking hilarious, dude. American Wedding, though, man. I
I think the best
when he
thing you
fucks
do
those boaters,
is
oh
you
my
put
God, man.
Stifler as the most turned around like SJW guy ever.
And he just
And
uses it to score.
Well, no, no, because that would just be Stifler. No, like
Yeah, exactly.
the whole movie, everybody's like fucking annoyed. It's like, dude, just fucking grab your dick or something, man. Why are you acting so weird? And everybody's just like thinks that something's up because it's like, how could he be like this? Like Stifler is not this. And then like by the end, the old Stiffmeister comes back.
Yeah.
That's what I would write.
Oh man, Sean William Scott, man, like that dude's fucking funny. He's just naturally funny, dude. Like there's something about that guy. He actually shares the same birthday as me. He actually has the exact
Stifler
same
is
birthday.
such a ridiculous character, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah,
American Pie talk. I'm sure somebody will point that out in the comments. If you don't want to hear American Pie talk, skip
If you're-
to
if
this
you're too
point.
young for
Someone
American Pie,
commented
you're
and
too
said, if
young
you don't
for
want to hear
this
sports
podcast.
talk, skip to 32 minutes. And I'm like, we did not talk about sports for 32
I felt like
minutes.
we did talk about sports
I-
more. Than
The first
we
10
usually
minutes
do.
was us fucking ripping on the
Yeah,
fucking
but
troll.
like we did stop sports talk at 32. I did a fact check of.
Yeah, but it wasn't 32 minutes though.
I know it was, but he was telling you if you want to skip the sports talk, just come to here.
Well, then you miss all the good troll, us ripping on the troll talk and shit.
No, but they would have heard that part. But once it started sports, they would be like,
Ah, Jesus.
if
yeah.
you want to skip the sports talk, click here.
Yeah.
I liked how after we talked about the Super Bowl for 20 minutes, I just went on to rant about hockey for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, that probably didn't need to happen.
Skip the. Oh no, he did say skip the first 32 minutes.
That's what I know. I know that's
Yeah.
what he said. I was like, no, because the first 10 minutes of that is not sports talk. Definitely is not. Probably more than 10 minutes.
It was that guy on an all telling you to skip that part. He was trying to be slick about it.
Yeah, right. It's a new account. And somebody just fucking chimed in. There's some comments about like how he even said, he's like, I'm not that dude, but I did have a different account to like make comments.
Yeah.
I was
That
like,
made me
I don't,
laugh.
what am I
believe it.
reading right now? I'm like, this is crazy. I'm like, what am I reading? I'm like, now I don't know what to believe.
That made me laugh. I was like, just It made me laugh though. He's like, I'm gonna go on this alt so I can make fun of Tyler.
Like, why? I mean, those comments weren't even that bad. It was just like,
well,
Tyler
the thing
saying,
is, like when you already see those on every video, it's just like, all right, well, someone else is just jumping in now, and it's not even like,
yeah,
he's not even adding to the joke.
yeah.
But yeah, I thought that was funny. He's like, I'm gonna do it on this account.
Yeah. It's funny doing a show so soon after the one we just did because there's like nothing happened essentially over the course of a couple of days. Like I'm already.
It was a busy weekend too with Valentine's Day and Friday the 13th.
Yeah, me and Carly went to it's called the Storm and Crab.
Storm and Crab.
It's like a seafood boil place.
Just a funny name.
You ever do that seafood boil?
Yeah, I've done a seafood boil.
It's fucking good.
Not often, but yeah, no, I've done a seafood boil.
Yeah, not often for me either because the bill's like over $200 after.
Oh damn.
Yeah, but it was fire. It was good. I still remember you fucking crushed that giant steak.
Yeah, I was miserable. Yeah, so for the people that didn't see that picture, almost 2 years ago now, I was away at a work training thing, and they took us to this steakhouse. I forgot what it was called, but they have a famous challenge there where you can eat a 40-ounce steak, a piece of Texas toast, a salad, and a baked potato. You can do it all in 30 minutes. Your meal's free, and they give you a medal that you can bring back and get another free meal with. And obviously, I got the medal because it was hundreds of miles from where I live. But yeah, I got the thing down along with 5 other people I was there with. But it was, first off, cooking a 40-ounce steak is not a easy thing to do. So it wasn't even.
Well, it depends how you want it.
Well, it wasn't even that good because it takes so long to cook through it. It's hard. You're just trying to get it all cooked. You can't really make any real temperature. So the smart people, which was most of the people there that didn't destroy themselves with a 40-ounce steak, just got an awesome steak how they wanted it. So they were smart. Ate all the sides and Texas toast they wanted. Because the whole time, too, like I sat there while other people like enjoying their food, waiting for my 40-ounce
Well, you're
steak.
over there fucking dying.
Yeah, and then I finally get to it, and I have to power it down. But yeah, I got it down, but it was I did it. Yeah, I did it. I have the medal. I wore a medal. I wore it in a Simpson episode. The medal I got from it, I think. But
yeah, it's a challenge I've actually seen a lot of people do. a lot of the guys I watch on YouTube, they usually double that one.
Some girl doubled it on YouTube. Like it was nothing. She's like, "This is my lunch, guys," and just ate 2 steaks.
It was probably Molly that doubled that, but I've seen a few people do that.
It was I eat kilos or something.
Oh, Randy's wife.
That's what
did you have doubt?
I didn't. I mean, like there were some people there that got it down like it was nothing. I don't know if they're just fake because I never felt so stuffed and so pain. Like I was in agony.
Well, that whole challenge is actually only about a 5-pound challenge, right? Like the 12, not even 5 pounds.
Yeah, it's mainly if you can get the steak down, like that's the thing.
Because like your 48 ounces, what 3-pound steak, and then you got all your sides and shit like that. I think it runs in about just under 5. That's why a lot of people will double that because 5 pounds for an amateur eater is still a lot of fucking food.
I don't think I could do it.
Professional eater, that's like, I mean, you're not even considered professional unless you're packing down 8-9 pounds all the time.
I got it down though, and it was painful. And I had to play it off.
I couldn't do it because I can't eat like that. It would actually make me sick. Like there's no way I could do it.
So I just didn't say anything. But I'm in the ride. I'm like. It's like a 20-minute ride back to the hotel, and I'm just waiting to get back. I feel like my stomach is literally going to rip open, and something's going to come out of me. And I get up to my room, and I just puke it all out immediately.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, it was bad, dude. It was awful. Then I passed out, and I just passed out on my bed.
That's like when we were at Wasteland, and we went to that restaurant, and I got that C-word sandwich.
I don't remember.
You ate a cunt sandwich?
No, it was like the other word for the football team.
What year? When was this?
This past year. You were there.
Oh, you got that
when we went to
sandwich.
that
Oh, yeah,
restaurant?
this
You
one.
you went back. Oh, that's right. You did go back.
Didn't
and
I get
puke.
that too?
Yeah, I think we both got the same thing. But
Yeah, dude, that was a
I'll
cool
take,
place,
I'll
man.
take this sandwich because I didn't want to say Cleveland because I fucking.
Oh
hate
yeah, yeah.
Cleveland.
It was like the. Oh, I remember that. Yeah, you were like arguing with the waitress.
That was a cool restaurant that we ate at, though.
It was, and
Really
I
good
think
decor.
what it was the damn Beetlejuice drink that I drank. It was good, but it was like very alcohol forward. And
It's probably pretty sugary too. So
I think I might have had 2 of them, and then when I went back, my stomach just started rumbling, and I fucking threw up the whole sandwich.
So I don't remember. Did you end up eating anything after that? Because we drank till like 3-4 in the morning that night or something like that. So
I can't remember if we went anywhere. I don't think so. Or maybe did Jeremy
went
buy
out-
pizza or something?
I
Jeremy
went
got
out
pizza
to
that
dinner
night.
with
Yeah,
Tony and Mason.
dude, our
to some
food at that
pizza
place was good, man. My flatbread pizza that I had was fucking good, man. It was stellar.
Yeah, I went out to dinner. Oh, was that a different day? Yeah, I think that was a different day.
Who
Oh,
was it?
yeah,
It
that
was-
was yeah. Oh, yeah, that was a different day. I went out to dinner with them.
No, because
I
you
don't
came with
remember.
us, Tyler. What the fuck, man? It was us.
I know
5.
that was lunch though. That was lunch.
Yeah, but
That was
on.
lunch, but
I'm
not
getting my
lunch.
days mixed up because I forgot I was there the whole day on Friday too.
but we did.
Usually I get there. Usually I get there on Friday. I forgot that. Like I got to we drank on Thursday and then woke up on Friday. That's when we went to that place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did we do for dinner that night?
I don't remember. I think we might.
I think we might have just got some pizza or something.
I think
don't
I know
remember.
Jeremy ordered. That was that set. Yeah. So
But that would have been Friday night.
that was.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
know I
remember.
didn't go anywhere that night.
I remember Friday, like rolling out of bed, like Saturday morning, and just being like, "Well, I got to keep this party going." Like, I'm in the shower, I'm having a beer. I'm like, "This is crazy." Hair the dog shit, man. Man, I'm gonna miss
Yeah.
Wasteland this year, man. That fucking blows. I was actually thinking about this the other day, though, too. I was like, man, Severn's dropping a lot of shit, and I usually grab all my Severn stuff every
They
year.
had
Wasteland and
great
stuff.
prices this year too. I got caught up on everything because they were just giving shit away.
I know, bro. I mean, they haven't announced a lot of stuff that I really am that. But I mean, if I'm at Wasteland, I'm probably going to indulge. You know what I mean? Because I'm very gluttonous when it
Yeah.
comes to fucking purchasing. But the point is, even if there's some other things I haven't, I just don't have that option this year, and I'm like kind of bummed out. And I want to see you guys too, secondary. Just joking, but
I got to find like a new meeting point.
yeah, and you know the fucked up thing is, man, is that like it's so easy for you cats because you're all very close in proximity. Like
Yeah,
it's so close. Like
can't
I'm
just fly
literally
from where you are.
in the West Coast. Like it's I'm far. I'm
you
far.
got to change multiple planes to get close.
I mean, I'm gonna hook up with Mikey this summer because I'm heading to Frisco for 3 Jays games, and he lives close, right? So he's gonna rip over there and stuff like that. So that's kind of cool, man. But
Yep.
yeah, man, the whole Wasteland thing is kind of a bummer because them only going down to the April show kind of sucks for me because it's not really the best time of the year for me to be going.
Yeah, me either.
So, I mean, we are going to have to find another meeting point. And the problem is like all the real major conventions and stuff are around you guys. There's nothing kind of like centralized. It doesn't seem like so.
I feel like they're East or West Coast, not really centralized. That's the thing. There's so many people that go to the Ohio one, like Tony and Dave, that just don't actually have to make real travel accommodations.
yeah. Like I don't mind going over there because like for me, I just fly to Toronto. I've got family there, right? So
Yeah.
go to family. I've got family and friends. Like my buddy Keel lives in Toronto, so we go stay there. Like I've got options, right? And it's cool. I just rent a car and drive down and stuff. Like I have no problem doing that. But like it would be super cool for people to come out here. Like in the West, it's like it's fun out here, man. It's fun, but we just don't have the conventions and shit. But
Yeah, I feel like in California, that's the spot.
yeah, California has a lot of conventions, but they're like these really, really big, kind of like almost Comic-Con style.
Yeah,
Like,
they
they're
are,
not-
and that's
they
that's
don't
kinda
look
what
cool.
you-
I don't really have a lot of ambition because I'll watch people's videos that go to a lot of these bigger conventions, and there's a lot of guests, there's a lot of shit, but there's like for us, dude, we're gonna go there for 10 minutes. Severn's not there.
Yeah, like you just want a little place to party.
Yeah, like Synapse isn't like it's big shit. It's really, really big and over. It's over accommodated. Like there's just so many fucking people and it's ridiculous. And I'm like, that's what I like about Wastelands, because we're close knitted, and it's like a perfect little setting, man. We have all of our media there and stuff like that, and without that October show, it's like, it's kind of fucking sad to me, like really, really fucking sad. So I don't know, man. I don't know what to do. Having a moment, but it's kind of crazy. Like, I just don't, because April doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just going to find a new location.
I wish that Creature Feature was still in like late August, because that could have been like a replacement con.
Dude, that would actually work really well for me.
Yeah,
Like,
but they moved it to March.
Yeah, see, the early part of the year sucks for me.
August is like that's the thing, is like early part of the year. I'm still like kind of recovering from the holidays, work slow, so like I'm not making as much money as I usually am. Then if you get in the summer, like I really like I need to work in the summer.
I just can't get holidays in the early part of the year, because when you have a job like mine, nobody wants to be outside in the cold months, so they take all their holidays, right? Yeah, it's all high seniority people. I can't get that. So go figure. Like, I've got 2 weeks off in the middle of the summer this year, like with my seniority. Like, that's crazy.
Oh, yeah, I can take time whenever I want. That's kind of nice, I guess.
Yeah, me too.
It's just not in my best interest to take it during the summer.
And I got a week like in December, which is like crazy too, which, but I had to take another week. So, but yeah, man, I'm pretty bummed out about that. Don't know what to do.
We'll have to do some research and see if there's what other cons are in October.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Around that time.
The thing about Wasteland was so great though, too, because it was always kind of fell like right on my birthday. So it's perfect. It gave me more of an excuse. I'm like, of course I want to see you guys. I want to go to Wasteland and stuff. And I'm like, it's my birthday. I don't really care about that too much, but it's kind of cool though, that it just happened to fall on there. I'm like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So, give it a double meaning, but yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen, bro. Like, is that going to be it? Like, is this April going to be the last one?
Yeah.
What they're saying this April.
It might even be. This might even be the last show.
Yeah.
I think I'm going.
Unless somebody
it's so
picks
easy.
it up.
It's really not hard for me to go, just because it's not far.
Yeah. Like if we went to that Getty's one, I would be in the same boat you are now, where that one,
if I lived anywhere, if I lived anywhere, even if I lived in Toronto, I would go to every single con with you guys, because it takes nothing to go down. Like coming from the West, like for me to go from Toronto to like Wasteland is like a 4-hour drive. I drive to Vancouver all the time. That's 8 hours. It's an 8-hour drive. I do it all the fucking time. If I'm not,
I really love the Gettysburg one. It's a newer con. I think this is the 5th year they're doing it, and the setup is like better than Wasteland. Like, it has more room for one, and then the hotel's like a lot nicer because it's newer. Well, I don't know if it's newer, but it's nice.
You mean the elevators work all the time?
Yeah. And
yeah, that hotel's like,
and there's an actual movie theater next door to it that they rent out both screens and show movies the entire weekend.
Yeah.
In an actual theater. So that's what's cool about it. The biggest problem with it is nobody that I know goes.
Yeah.
So that's what I've always, like, when Maddie was still alive and stuff, she would go like every other year, which was awesome because that was somebody. I do know Tim Hale. You guys met him at Wasteland. He goes, but outside of that, it's really just those people that I know that goes to that convention.
Maybe it's just like a hidden gem. Like, maybe we need to change that and where everyone goes to, and then.
Yeah, I mean, not a lot of people know about it, and then. Obviously, it's a little further East Coast, where the other one's like Midwest almost. So it's kind of hasn't really got its footing fully. But in terms of just like the layout of the convention, and they have a bar as well in there. The only downside is they don't have a gas station right next door. That's the one downside.
That thing was clutch.
Yeah, but I just DoorDashed some beer last time.
Like, how far is the nearest place?
Oh, not far. Just like a mile
up
down the road. It's just not like walking.
Yeah. It's not just walk. You just got to plan yourself better. It's just not walking.
Yeah, you just have to go.
I think if
early
you
in
have
the
a
day and
vehicle,
stock up.
you just stock up and then keep
Yeah.
your shit in your room and then restock your fridge, kind of
Yeah.
thing, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But they do like a karaoke thing, and like I said, it's a little bit bigger. So like they sort of shut down the hall, and then everybody goes over to the bar, and then they have karaoke over there, and everybody's doing that and shit. And you know, it's a lot more spaced out, so there's a little bit of breathing room and stuff. And honestly, like the hotel not being dilapidated is it's a nice.
You mean you're not
plus.
going to get yelled at 4 times for just standing there talking?
Oh,
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
I'll do
What's
better.
this last
I'll give you
Wasteland?
more than that.
Dude, we got yelled at.
fucking-
Me and Parker got yelled at twice, and it was at least 4 times there. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? We're just standing here. Don't stand here in front of my table. I'm like, what the fuck? We're customers, bro. It was crazy.
Fucking not the last time we were there, but the time before that, I saw a roach in the hallway, so that was lovely.
Did you really?
Yeah, it was actually. Remember, like JP, remember we had like rooms right next to each other 2 years ago, like around the corner.
Yeah, that was nice.
I was walking down the hallway that your room was in to get to my room, and I just see this little fucking brown, like dark brown thing dart across the floor, like so fast. And I just stopped for a second, I know exactly what I saw, and I just went, I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that.
I've actually never seen one of them. It's crazy.
Yeah, it was zipped across the hallway right in front of me, and I knew exactly what it was, like the way it moved, the color of it, the look of it. I was like, "Yep, that was a roach."
God damn. That's crazy.
Wow. Yeah, that place it's a little dungy, but kind of feels like home at times.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's obviously like the big thing is it's just the people. Like we know everybody. It's
Oh yeah, and
There's so
in
many
a
It's the
random
location, right?
Discord-
It's the location.
In random Discord a couple years ago, I mentioned like oh, I'm going to Wasteland this weekend or something, and people that I had never spoken to about replied like, "Oh, Wasteland," with like all caps with on the waist. They all just like knew what it was and knew like it was the party convention.
yeah. And then like this last one, there was so many people that came up to us and said hi, which was
Yeah.
pretty cool.
That French guy was my favorite. That was so funny.
Oh, spooky celluloid.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
That was
That's my
hilarious.
boy.
The fact that he was so fucking trash that night, bro.
Because he
It
ripped
was
my pen and he
bad.
thought it was nicotine because I'm just ripping it in the lobby, and he doesn't ever smoke weed, so he just took a huge rip of it and it made him sick, and he
Oh yeah,
puked
you're
him.
responsible for that shit, man. Like he ended up getting sick, and he
He was
actually was.
pounding him too.
He didn't
but
even come out the next night. He was so hungover.
He was so funny. He was like trying to like smoke 2 cigarettes at once in the lobby.
Dude,
That
I
was so
fucking
fucking funny, man.
that guy was funny as shit. He was
Yeah, he
wasted.
was awesome.
Oh, I kept bugging him about his fucking shitty ass French accent too.
He kept saying JP had horrible taste in movies.
Yeah. And I'm like, JP's taste in movies isn't as horrible as your accent, bro. Come on.
I actually really like that guy's YouTube channel.
Yeah, I watched
So
some of his
he's
stuff
a cool
after I
guy.
met
He's a
him.
cool guy.
Yeah.
I was just ripping on him, but
Yeah.
No, he was
Yeah.
funny. I had a good time hanging out with him that night.
Yeah, he does like beer reviews and shit like that too that are pretty interesting. He makes good content. I like that guy.
right.
Of course, you got Brock Bones and his crew.
Brock is like
Boners.
he's probably one of the most. He's such a gooner.
Gooner.
He's such a gooner, dude. Like we saw Brock when we were heading out, when we were heading back to Toronto, and they were heading back to wherever, and like he just
Oregon.
He
kind
lives
of,
in some state nobody else lives in, like Idaho or something.
No,
or
he's from Oregon.
yeah, he's from
Oregon,
Oregon.
yeah.
He was driving to like somewhere like Illinois and then flying out of there or some shit. I think he was with a girl. I don't know. He was with people that he was going someplace and flying out. But he like stumbles into the gas station when we're filling up our vehicle and shit, and he just looked haggard. Like he hadn't stopped drinking in like 3 days. He
Oh,
just
yeah.
he just stumbled in. He was
pounds them
haggard
down,
as
man.
fuck, and like it was just like crazy. I was like, bro, it was pretty fucking gnarly. But yeah, he was actually the last person I saw before I left there. So
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah,
shout out to Brock Bones though, man. I love that dude, man. He's fun.
Yeah.
I don't really see a
he's
whole
cool.
lot of him because he's kind of like he's very scatterbrained and he's all over the fucking place. And I mean, he's got his own crew. He has his own crew, but
it's kind of interesting because like our crew is primarily like inside at the tables, but there's like a whole nother section of crew
outside
that hang out outside
because they smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you go out there the next morning, it's just like you go out there at all, I should say. Like you're just waiting through like a smog of weed, cigarette smoke, and alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, years like when I first started going to Wasteland, I smoked cigarettes, so I was always outside though too. But yeah, I don't miss that.
I just smoked the pen in the lobby. What are they gonna do?
Yeah, they don't really care.
No, I didn't even notice, man. You couldn't smell it or nothing. It was weird.
That's what I'm saying. Those things are great. Like they don't smell, and the vapor goes away. The smoke, whatever it is, goes away.
Yeah.
And
I mean, whatever. You just played off like it's a fucking, one of those fucking nicotine things or whatever. Who cares?
Yeah, because who would do that in the lobby? Certainly no one.
So I don't know. We're probably titling this one J Horror 2, Japanese Horror 1, 2, whatever. Okay, so I just did a quick little search here for. I've never really done a list for Japanese horror before. So the first one that came up was from Colander.com. I don't know when this was made. Oh, it's actually relatively new. So updated October 1st, 2025. Oh, that's perfect. So this one is 30 scariest Japanese horror movies ranked.
All right, let's see what you got, homie.
All right, so let's see how. I mean, it could be good. It could be bad.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Let's see how mad they're gonna make me.
All right, so number 30 is Occult from 2009. This is good. This is the guy that did Nori, right?
Yeah.
Definitely not as good as Nori, but yeah, that's okay. One Missed Call from 2003. We years ago did the One Missed Call trilogy. So this is Takashi Miike's first film. I enjoy it. Good film. All right. Number 28 from 2001 is Suicide Club, JP's favorite movie. Sion Sono's crazy film. I love this movie, man. I think it's
I like him. So yeah.
Number 27, it's Itchy the Killer from 2001.
I'm honestly not that hot on this movie.
I like it. I mean, it's fine, but
yeah, this was one that I remember people would always talk about being pretty insane. And when I finally watched it, I was like, "That's it. This is kind of goofy."
I mean, I think it gets better with multiple watches. To be honest, I think if you kind of let the overhype go down a little bit, Number 26 is Paprika. Oh, we're getting to some anime here.
I mean, I wouldn't call this a horror movie, but
yeah, I know 2007 is a good movie.
This was amazing. I love this movie.
Yeah.
This is my favorite. This is one of my favorite films.
I love this one too, actually. It's really good. Number 25 is Dark Water from 2002.
Yeah, this is a good movie.
The original one. Yep, good movie. Way better than the remake. Number 24 is actually the first film I've never seen. I know Tyler loves this movie, and that's Confessions from 2010.
This movie's awesome. Oh my God. I just watched this. This was not a horror movie either, but this movie fucking awesome.
I've wanted to see this for a long time because I always heard such good things about it. And I've never seen it.
Yeah, this movie, it's fucked up.
All right. So number 23 is Monster from 2023. I actually couldn't find this for 2023, so I'd never end up seeing this, but
wait, oh yeah, this isn't a horror movie either. This is a scary movie. Is this
it even says Monster may not be classified as an outright horror movie.
Is this like Horita movie?
Yeah, so it even says it's not
this is like a live action like Studio Ghibli drama. It's about like a kid that goes missing, and it's like fucking touching and like heartfelt. This is not anywhere close to horror movie. This was amazing too. This movie's like a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, it tells you. It says Monster may not be classified as an outright horror movie, but it's masterful use of creepy suspense and its pulse-raising story of paranoia and parenthood.
Bro, come on.
Remains okay. Whatever. I haven't seen it. I can't comment.
Yeah, it's not even close.
All right, so number 22 is, well, a film I've actually never heard of, I don't think. From 1953 is, oh my God, I can't pronounce this. I can't do it. Yoooooo? I don't know. 1953, it's Ugetsu.
Yugetsu. This
Yugetsu.
movie's amazing. Yeah.
I've never
This
seen it.
movie's fucking awesome. This movie's amazing. This is like almost a 10 out of 10.
All right, so number 21 is Kiriniko from 1968, which is
Also amazing. These should be way higher than they are on this list.
amazing. So number 20 is One Cut of the Dead from 2017.
This is a good movie. Yeah.
I like it. It's cool. Number 19 is Quiden from 1964, which we'll be talking about that one 100% on the 64 show.
Hell yeah.
So that's makes the list. Number 18 is, oh, wow. So Three Extremes from 2004, which we'll most likely be talking about this one also in 2004. Interesting enough. Number 17 is, oh, fuck, this is really weird because I know you just watched this movie, which is Blind Beast from 1969.
This is very good too.
Yeah, I
this
love
is a
it.
fine placement though. Like if Blind Beast not as isn't good as all other movies I was choosing about, but this movie's really good.
I think it's really good. I love that movie.
Yeah.
Number 16 is Gozu from 2003.
I haven't seen this one. This is my chart.
I fucking love Takashi Miike. He's like one of my favorites. So
I wouldn't really say like some of these scary wise are a bit off.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's more probably to pull people in. It's a little misleading, but okay.
Yeah.
So number 15 is Marabito from 2004, another film we probably will be talking about because that's another good one. Number 14 is Carved, the Slit Mouth Woman from 2007, another pretty interesting film. Fuck, I can't. I've seen like all these movies. It's good. I think I have a DVD. I think Arrow also put this out in that J Horror box set though too. It's part of that box set. So it's released by them. Number 13. This is one I haven't seen actually. Is I haven't seen a live action version of Uzumaki, whatever from 2000.
Oh, I've seen that one. This is Spiral. This one's this one's really good. This would have made my top.
Oh, that's the translation of Spiral. Okay.
Yeah, this would have made my top 10 in 2024 if that wasn't such a stacked year because it was like an 8 that missed my top 10.
No, this is from 2000, bro.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the anime one that came out.
No, the anime. Oh. This is the live action one from 2000 because I know it's based on a manga.
Yeah, it's a Shunji Ito thing.
Yeah, I've actually seen this one.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one, so that's one I haven't seen. Oh, nice. Number 12 is Nori the Curse from 2005, which is phenomenal. Like honestly, I think it's one of the best found footage films ever made. Good stuff. Number 11 is Tag from 2015. I like this movie too. You guys see Tag?
No.
You never saw Tag? Oh shit.
Nah, now they're getting modern, so I haven't seen them. I saw these movies when you were talking about 50s and 60s movies.
Yeah. So Tag is cool. Number 10, I'm sure you've seen this, which is Pulse from 2001. It's the Kurosawa film. Of course, we've all seen this one probably.
Pulse. Yeah.
Yeah, number 10. Yeah, that's good. Number 9 is nice. Horrors of Malformed Men from 1969. Another.
I haven't seen this one, but I know about this one. This one's like on my like cult Japanese list.
Arrow released this one years ago. It's really fucking creepy, man. It's good.
Yeah,
it's very like
this one's
very stylized.
Yeah, this one's really experimental, from what I understand.
It's awesome, dude. It's really good. Number 8 is Perfect Blue from 1997.
I thought this was gonna be number 1 based on how the list is going, but.
Yeah, I think Perfect Blue is pretty much a perfect film. 10 out of 10. Great film.
I agree.
All right, so number 7 is Cure from 1997, which I still have not seen.
Amazing. This is what I thought was going to be number 1 after Perfect Blue fell out.
I do own this. I actually own this movie, but just haven't gotten around to seeing it.
I love this movie.
When me and JP were doing the Rue Morgue challenge, I know that's part of that, and I just picked it up for that. But anyways,
it's so good.
Number 6 is Hasu, aka House from 1977.
Oh hell yeah! I didn't even think about it. Not exactly a scary movie, but
no, it's weird.
Amazing.
It's fucking weird. Number 5 is Tetsuo, the Iron Man from 19.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's cool. Number 4 is Audition from 99.
Yep. Okay,
another great movie.
That's a great one.
Number 3 is Ringu, aka Ring. I thought this was actually going to be number 1 because I hadn't looked at this list yet. So.
Okay, so then it's going to be Juwan and.
Interesting. Okay, so I just kind of figured because it's so influential.
I'm gonna say we haven't seen Onibaba.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think we just missed it.
Number 2 is Onibaba from
Oh, there it is.
1964.
Never mind.
We'll be talking about that one
Woman in
shortly.
the Dunes.
And then number 1 is, of course, Ju-on, The Grudge,
Damn.
which is interesting.
Which is bullshit.
Yeah, I think The Ring is, if we're talking in terms of better movies, I think The Ring is actually
Bro, if you're gonna put shit
think
like
Ring is
Monster
way
on this
better.
list, that's like literally a drama. You got something. Woman with the Dudes is an insane omission.
Yeah. I mean, there's like a million J-horror lists on here. Like Nightmare on Film Street has a top 10 list of J-horror films. Here, I'll just quickly run through this. And here's a film that never even made the top 30. Right at the top. Number 10 is Battle Royale. Interesting.
Yeah, I can see someone not counting as a horror movie. Maybe that's why.
True. Number 9 is One Missed Call. Number 8, Audition. Number 7 is Pulse.
Yeah, this is
2001. Number 6 is Cure. Oh, this isn't all on the same page. I have to click over here. Number 5 is Dark Water. So we've seen most of these. Nori, The Curse. Number 4. Number 3 is Ju-on. Number 2 is House. And number 1 is The Ring. There you go.
I do like that other list has some shit on there like Ugetsu that people don't really know about because it's old.
Yeah, okay, so I've heard of the movie. I just couldn't pronounce it properly. I've never seen it.
Yeah, no, it's not something that ever gets mentioned in the horror canon, but it is a ghost story.
Yeah.
The funny thing
Scorsese
about
loves this movie.
The funny thing about The Grudge is it's literally the 5th movie in the series.
Yeah, I didn't realize that the first time I saw it.
Right.
I think one day Dave Z explained he was just yapping about all the Grudge movies. I was like, huh? There's more than one of them?
Yeah, I think the first 4 were TV films and direct-to-video films.
Oh, that makes way more sense then.
And then the other one, The Grudge, is the first theatrical of them.
Right. All right, one more for shits and giggles, man. This is theguardian.com. I'm just curious now. Top 20 J-horror films ranked. So it just, number 20 says Sadako versus Kayoko.
That movie sucks.
That's crazy because, yeah, that movie's not that great. Number 19
it's The
is
Ring versus The Grudge.
It is,
That's literally what it is.
It's just a mashup there. Number 19 is One Missed Call from 2003. Number 18 is Versus from 2000. Fucking love that movie. You guys need to watch that one if you haven't because it's fucking amazing. Number 17 is Monsters from 2014. I don't know that one. Oh, it's interesting. It's a remake of the Korean paranormal psycho thriller Haunters from 2010. Crazy. Okay. Number 16 is Suicide Club. Number 15, Marabito from 2004. Number 14 is Retribution from 2006. I like that movie. Also, number 13, Death Note from 2006. I have not seen that actually. Number 12 is Helter Skelter from 2012. I have not seen that either.
I know about that one. That one's supposed to be really good.
Number 11 is Bioconation from 2000. I don't even know this one at all. Okay, from 2013. Number 10 is Tag from 2015. Number 9, Cure from 97. Confessions from 2010. Number 7 is Spiral from 2000. Number 6 is Dark Water from 2002. Number 5, The Grudge from 2002. Number 4, Tetsuo from 89. 3, Audition 1999. Kario from 2001. And The Ring 1998. So not like a whole lot of difference. So like, a lot of lists are kind of the same.
I like that Confessions who's coming up too. That movie's really good. That movie like had my jaw on the floor.
Yeah. I've always heard good things about it. I just haven't checked it out. So it doesn't.
I was on my 100 Years challenge. It's not a horror movie.
It has a couple releases, but it's like out of print here in region 1, and like it doesn't. Yeah, it's kind of one of those hard to get ones now.
Yeah.
So
it was a lot like that Willy Choo Choo movie that I did on Sinbin a couple years ago that I gave a 10 to. But I was like blown away by it. It felt similar to that movie.
But I mean, the common thread, though, I mean, there is a lot of good films in there. Like J-horror has some good shit. I mean, if you like Ju-on, if you like The Ring, you're gonna be happy with those lists. But
Japanese cinema in general is really underrated. Like I don't think
fucking Godzilla.
I like all of them. I like
Godzilla,
all.
That's
they
wild,
probably don't consider it horror.
Yeah, they must not. That's the only excuse you could have.
I saw a list. Actually, I looked up one. I think after we did on Thursday night, I looked up a list and it actually had Infection on it. And I think Premonition was on it too. So I don't know which one I found, but those two were actually on the
It all
list.
depends, because the first list had all those marginal films and it had some really old films. By the way that list was going, is
Well, the one was all time, right? So the first one was all time. So I think some of them might be like 2000s.
Yeah, it's mostly modern stuff.
Yeah.
No gods or no Coldfish.
Coldfish is Korean.
Is it?
Yeah, it's Korean.
It's listed as Japan on fucking Letterboxd.
Maybe you're right. No, yeah, it's on Soto. So it's
Yeah, of course it's fucking Japan.
Fuck it, just
Yeah.
fuck.
Oh wow, no guilty or romance anywhere. Yeah, for some reason I was thinking.
I mean, there's a lot of fucking.
No Itchy the Killer.
Yeah,
that was on one.
It was on one of the lists.
Evil Dead Trap.
Evil Dead Trap. There's no Machine Girl. There's no fucking Meatball Machine.
There's no fucking Wild Zero.
Lust of the Dead. There's fucking tons of movies, bro. Like
Strange Circus.
Strange Circus is another one. Nori's Dinner. I think that was actually on one of the lists I came across too. But science on those films, man. I mean,
there's a bunch of, and like you keep. I mean, that guy.
No, the Ghost of Yotasua.
Why the fuck was I thinking that was
good
fucking free?
one.
I'm having a retard moment there. That's crazy.
Ghost of Yatsu. Yeah, there's none of no Demon Pond.
No Haruku the Goblin.
Ooh, Haruka the Goblin.
No Mantango.
Dude, Hiriko is so fucking dope.
No
That movie
Empire
is bizarre.
Passion.
The third act in that movie is just bad shit, man.
No Guinea Pig Part 2, The Flower of Flesh and Blood.
Ugh. Guinea pig movies. Whatever. I mean, there's literally a million films.
No Wolf Guy.
Named Ugetsu though, so
Wolf Guy, I think made one of my lists. Was that 76?
75.
75.
Yeah, I think it made my list, actually.
No Zombie Ass Toilet of the Undead.
Toilet of the Dead, man. That movie is fucking fun as hell, man. It's like the Lust of the Dead trilogy. It might even be before those. I don't even know. No Tommy. Dude, there is like, that would be a crazy franchise to tackle because how many movies is there in that Tommy series? There must be like 8 of them. I think there's
one
like
in
8.
2011 that I watched.
Yeah, there's like 8 of them or some shit. It's fucking crazy huge. But the first one, like a lot of them are considered to be really good films. Like I remember seeing lists where not only the first one, but like there's multiple sequels that are in lists.
I didn't like it.
You don't like Tommy?
Mm-mm.
That's because your ADD fucking kicked in and you couldn't pay attention to the subtitles and there was no dub for it. And you're like, God damn it, dude, what am I doing?
Yeah.
And then he called up Taco Bell and like sent some food over. Hungry.
Yeah.
Hungry. He's getting all buttered over there. He's like, shut the fuck up, man. I don't have ADD, man. Whatever. And I was just hungry for Taco Bell.
Bad joke.
No, it's because you love Taco Bell. That's the fucking crazy thing to me.
Taco Bell's great.
It's
I
not.
like Taco Bell.
It's not good, man.
It's too expensive now, though.
No, it's funny to me that you're Mexican and you like Taco. I just find that insanely funny to me. Because nobody.
Taco Bell hits the spot sometimes.
All the time.
No. It's just mush fucking beef. It's not even beef, bro. It's not.
Welcome to America.
It's just like a paste. It's just like a hydrated paste.
Yeah, that's what we eat here.
Yeah, what's
like I just would expect someone that came from that descent to have a little bit more respect for their body.
Well, did he?
Yo, man,
did
give me some
you have
fresh
an old
guac,
whale chefing it up in the
some
kitchen?
actual beef and some guac and shit, and like fucking go to town on that shit, man. It's like no, bro.
Yeah, it was Obuela in La Cocina.
It's just straight diarrhea.
Because if like
what it is.
if you didn't grow up around it, you probably don't have anything to it. You know what I mean? Like nobody ever cooked me. Well, when I was growing up, people only cooked me Polish food. Half my hat on my mom's side's like all Polish.
So you guys didn't eat ground beef then?
Nah, but like on holidays, we always had like Polish shit, like pierogies, kielbasa. Like that was like always at our parties. But like I didn't get shit from the Filipino side, and my grandma was German, and she didn't really cook.
Dude, you're a Heinz 57, man. What the fuck?
It branched out. I was like, my mom was a really good cook, though. My mom has been cooking since she's been like 8 years old. So, and she would cook a bunch of different stuff. So that was like the saving grace.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's going to conclude the intro, guys. I got nothing else. So we'll be back here shortly with some box office brawl.
Let's get ready to rumble!
All right. So getting into box office brawl, JP, hit us up with those digits.
Yeah, okay, so last week we had 3 films. One film was disqualified. It only was in like 200 and some theaters. That was The Mortuary Assistant, which, judging by the numbers, I would have won that one, so that sucks.
200 theaters?
Yeah, it made $0.2 million.
So it made $200,000.
Yeah.
Wow. But then again, 200 theaters, I mean, fuck, whatever.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good. So the Cold Storage was just over 1,000. So that one was a little bit limited release, as we thought. That one came in at 1.1 million. So we were way off again. Tyler being the closest at 5 million. And then the other film was Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die, which came in at 3.4 million, which Moodz got the closest on that one with 6.2 million guess. So Moodz gains a point.
Wow, you guys were way the fuck over.
Yeah, because we thought it was going to be a bigger release because it was Gore Verbinski.
Yeah, right.
That's why.
Well, Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die wasn't that small of a release.
I thought I was just going to be playing in way more theaters.
It just did shitty.
It was in 1600.
It was small enough where my regular theater didn't get it. That has 18 screens.
But 1,600 theaters and only making 3, that's pretty fucking bad.
That's still not good. I just thought it was going to be like a real wide release. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, crazy. Okay. Sweet, man. I got a point.
I think Sennheiser making money kind of threw us off by what movies are going to make.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're still in the I don't fucking know section.
Well, the fact of the matter that Send Help just made more money this week than all those movies combined is pretty crazy.
Yeah, and since it made it made like 19 million or something like that last week. It made something good. So it was trying to readjust my scale for how much movies are going to make. I was expecting everything to
word of mouth though, man.
5 mil.
I mean, people went and saw it and they said it was good or whatever the fuck it was because nobody had saw the movie that Tyler was tripping about. And he's like, this movie's fucking shit because this movie just came out. So no one had saw it but Tyler. So
Sam Raimi saw that movie. He knew what he was doing.
I don't think Raimi has anything to do with anything in that film, but
he doesn't. He didn't write it. No. Like he had said he was like,
Sam Raimi would have never wrote this movie. Like it's not his movie.
Nah, definitely not.
Yeah.
All right, so Moodz gains a point, Tyler gains a point. I don't gain any points because mine was disqualified. But we did so Tyler's in the lead and me and Moodz are now tied 1 point behind Tyler. So that means I believe that since you guys split, and I didn't get any points, I go last on all of these.
Yeah, that would make sense.
So
now I don't know what to do because I'm so used to being a loser all the time. So,
so do you want to go first on the first one or pick the movie, Tyler?
I will go. So I'll go first on the first one.
Okay. So the first one here is probably the most popular of the ones. I did see some trailers for this one. It is called Psycho Killer. And it says, it looks very like Seven, like almost very sort of like police procedural horror flick. A police officer tracks a serial killer after her husband, a highway patrolman, becomes one of his victims. It is directed by Gavin Polone, who has done. He produced 8mm.
Done nothing.
And he produced Cold Storage that just came out. He directed TV series up until now.
Yeah. You got Georgina Campbell and no one else. Oh, it's got Malcolm McDowell in it. My man. Okay. Who's producing this? Okay.
It is a 20th century release.
All right.
So Disney, I think.
So it probably gets a good theater count then. It was a Disney.
Well, it's not Disney. It's still a fucking studio.
It was a Disney affiliate, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, Disney owns 20th Century.
Yeah, they own it, but they don't control. Like, they own it, but yeah.
I mean,
Disney
dude,
for sure.
did you see Predator?
But was that not like a Disney production, or was it 20th Century
That
Fox?
was 20th Century.
Was it
Or
really?
it
Yeah,
was
I
Fox,
passed on
at
that
least.
because I didn't have a lot of.
It is rated R.
It's rated
Hour and
R.
30 minutes. Crime horror thriller.
I kind of saw the trailer on this.
Let me think about this for a second. Don't die me 3.45. You said
3.6.
3.6.
You need a fucking spreadsheet, bro.
I'm gonna say
do.
4. I'm gonna say 4.5 on this one.
All this info is on the spreadsheet.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say 4.5 on this one.
All right, 4.5 for Tyler.
Fuck. All right. That's pretty much where I was. Oh my god, you fucked me on that one. I think that the title alone is going to sell a little bit more tickets because there's a lot of people out there that aren't Dave Z and be like, Psycho Killer sounds fucking whack. I think it's going to appeal. So I'm going to say 4.1. No, I'm fucking joking. Fuck, I wish we knew how many theaters. It really would help. I'm going to say it every time because it always bugs me. I'm going to give a little bit of breathing room there. I think it's still going to come in. I'm going to give 5.1.
I actually think it's going to do around 8 to 10. But obviously, because the game.
What do you got? Some fucking intel? You're not fucking letting us know about some shit or what?
I just based on the trailer, just
Cheating.
like it seemed like it would do a little. It seemed like it had some half decent promotion. I remember the first trailer was like barely anything, like it was a tease kind of. It reminded me of what was the Long Legs, like sort of just like weird, not
It was
telling you much.
I only ever
Those
saw
are
like
just basically teasers. Yeah.
yeah, just a teaser for that for sure. I feel like
So,
Psycho
It was
Killer
smart. It
might
made me
do
really
well
want to see it.
based on the title, but we're still in like we're not in a recession, but I'm saying like people are still like not going out as much. So I don't know if you think 8 to 10, damn.
So yeah, the smart thing to do would be just 5.2. But I don't want to be a complete dickhead, so I'll go with 6.
I like
give
to
you a
play
little
rough.
bit of a chance.
I like to play rough.
But
So there's like, we got in between here. There's a little bit of leeways. That'll be interesting. Becomes in between there because I think you might be right on this. The more I think about it, I think that like just the title alone might do well, right?
Yeah.
You get some younger people selling some tickets. Psycho Killer, come on.
I didn't really look what else is coming out. I guess I should have.
Is that the only one?
No, but I didn't really look what was coming out competition wise.
Oh, right. Yeah.
not really see it much.
I do feel like this is going to be interesting when Scream 7 comes out, because
It'll be the next show.
it will be the next show, and it's going to be like, how is it going to do?
Yeah. All right. The other
interesting.
movie that Dan sent me is How to Make a Killing. It is rated R. It's listed as comedy drama thriller. Disowned at birth by his obscenely wealthy family, blue-collar Beckett Red fellow will stop at nothing to reclaim his inheritance, no matter how many relatives stand in his way. It's an A24 production, hour 45 minutes. And it is directed by John Patton Ford, who did Emily the Criminal in 2022. Okay.
Fuck.
Starring Glenn Powell, Margaret Qualley,
Ooh, what
Topher
cast?
Grace. Ed
So this
Harris.
is classified, right? So you say comedy first, and then what?
Comedy, something thriller. Fuck, where is it at?
So there's like little no chances anything on the levels of horror.
Comedy drama thriller.
Right.
So that would be you first, Moodz.
Oh my god. Well, I just don't know shit about this. What was the title again?
How to Make a
To
Killing.
Make a Killing.
How to Make a Killing. Now, if it said How to Make a Killer, that might be a little bit better. But How to Make a Killing, that sounds like, it sounds very schemish. It could be very silly and goofy, stupid. Is it going to apply to? No, it's not going to. I'm going to give this one 3.4.
Tyler?
Yeah.
Um,
My logic works in my head.
I'm gonna go a little higher from where I think it's gonna be because I don't want JP to just like sandwich me by one. So I gotta kind of roll this in the right spot. So I'm gonna say 10 million.
10?
Yes, I'm gonna say 10.
Okay.
So that's the biggest spread that we've had. That's what she said. All season.
I just don't want to say something lower and then JP says plus 0.1.
I just said
So
3.
I gotta
Did you
have
hear
to
me
put-
right? I
you have
said
to put it-
3.4.
I know, but I think it's going to be a little higher. And if JP is on the same wavelength as me, I don't want him to just like over me by one. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. What if I
But now he has this huge.
Well,
fucking-
if you under me by one, then
But now he has this massive gap. That's
yeah. So it makes it harder for him where to put it.
That's what she said. Oh my god! They just stop. It's like too many. That's what she
If he
said.
under
Jokes.
me by one and it goes and does real low.
The thing is, I legitimately have no fucking clue.
But
I
the
don't
thing
even
is,
think I
even if
saw
he
a
goes
trailer. to
5
this movie.
million, like there's still a massive gap there, like a huge gap, where I could still win if it's low.
Yeah,
So
I'm making it harder for him. I'm a gamer.
yeah, that's
man. I'm
actually
trying to
quite.
game
That's
the
actually
system.
that's an interesting approach. That's an interesting approach.
Turns out, being a very competitive tabletop player might translate.
But
in some
depending
other
on where
ways,
he
too.
goes, it would have to be high for you.
I'm
to
just
win.
making it hard. I'm trying to make it harder for him to put,
For sure.
his flag in the right spot.
Right. There's no bona fide horror films coming out this week. I thought we were just jam packed full of films.
Dan would know. Dan's the guy.
Oh, I know he is. He watches literally everything in theaters. Like it's crazy. Like I'd probably say this guy watches.
He lives in a
80%
good area
of
because there's an art house theater. Well, I don't call it art house theater, but there's an independent theater that plays kind of more of the independent, like non-mainstream movies. He lives much closer to that than I do. So for me to drive like 40 minutes there and at night deal with these shitty calls because there's a lot more to ask than him. So he has a lot of access.
If
to
I
these
had
things.
ambition to watch more of those films and I live in a different place with more theaters, I might go. But
I used to do it all the time when
I'm
I
not
cared more
doing
about. I'm just not that interested in modern movies like I used to be. At least right now.
it needs to be very genre for me.
My thing with this one is I just don't. I just don't know like what it is. Like I didn't see a trailer for this or anything. I'm kind of basing this on, it might be a weird thing to say, but like Eddington, which was an A24 movie, it made 4.4 opening weekend. And the
Probably
last
was a
like
better movie than this one too.
Bring Her Back made 7 million opening weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that one had like more, like that only made 7, and I feel like that one was like pretty. In fact, looking at a lot of A24's recent releases, Marty Supreme did 875,000. Didn't even do.
Damn.
I think that had a real limited release.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And
How do you
that's
have 70 million.
Well, the thing is too.
I never got Bring Her Back here.
Marty Supreme
I see what
also
you're
suffers
saying.
from less.
It had a
showings.
really mid-scale opening, so because it's at 94 million now, so.
Yeah, and with Marty Supreme, that's also a movie that suffers from not having as many showings. It's 2.5 hours long.
The Smashing Machine did 5.8. Eddington 4.4. Bring Her Back 7. Warfare 8. Death of the Unicorn 5.7.
Okay, that was kind of my question. What did Death of the Unicorn do?
But Death of a Unicorn was
5.7.
shitty though. Like I could see.
I don't think quality matters, to be honest, because
I
we're
think I'm
talking about the
gonna
general
go-
population.
Yeah.
Well, it does for the overall
quality-
numbers though, man,
quality
because if
does
people go
matter a
Thursday,
bit.
Friday, and people are like, no, that sucks. And like the internet is like a fart. You
That
fart
is
and
true.
everyone
I didn't even
knows,
think about-
right? So people, they take word of mouth seriously, bro. And like they don't go on the Saturdays and shit, and that's why the numbers are so shitty. Like if I was one of those internet geeks where I was like, oh, I went and seen Death of a Unicorn, it fucking sucked, and people actually, took my
Yeah, but
my
that
vantage
movie
point.
didn't suck. Like, it got good reviews.
Yeah, I don't get it, man, because it's really bad.
I thought it was all right.
It's actually pretty fucking bad.
I liked it a little more the first time I watched it. It was a little bit more tedious. I rewatched it actually.
Dude, I was in
It
the
little more
theater
tedious.
literally antsy, and I don't get antsy, man. I don't have ADD. I don't have any of that shit. I was sitting in there going, what the fuck, man? Like,
It's
what's
a little
up?
bit long.
I'll go with 6 again.
So basically,
Basically, I'm winning this one because
I was thinking.
Thank you guys for going crazy on this one.
somewhere around 8, and I didn't want you to just over me by 1. And
Yeah.
Tyler knows something that he's not saying.
I'll tell you the other more. I think
There's
Glenn
no way
Powell.
it's making anywhere close to 6 to 10 million. There's no way.
I
There's
think
no
Glenn
way.
Powell has more pull with general audiences than you might think.
Yeah.
And Glenn
I'm not
Powell and
sure.
Margaret Qualley is a pretty good duo to be starring in your movie.
Yeah.
All right. And this last one I found, I'm not sure if it will end up counting, but I have seen trailers for it. So that's why I thought, okay, maybe it'll show up on the 1,000 mark. But it's called, this one Dan did not include, but it is This Is Not a Test, which is a horror film. This is like the straight horror film of the year or the week. Follows Sloan and 4 other students who take shelter in their high school during a zombie outbreak. It is a IFC film release.
Okay.
Directed by
Adam McDonald, who did Backcountry, which is that Killer Bear movie, Pie Wacket, which was pretty decent.
I feel like the average film goer doesn't give a fuck about Pie Wacket and fucking Backcountry and stuff.
Well,
so.
neither of those had
Theatricals.
theatricals.
Those were released by Screen Factory IFC line, right?
And he did a movie called Out Comes the Wolves from 2024.
Didn't see that one.
And
But
he directed 24 episodes of this TV show Slasher.
Yeah, I know the show, never saw it, but I like Backcountry. I actually really thought Pie Wacket was pretty cool.
Yeah, Pie Wacket was actually a pretty good movie. It made a lot of top 10s that year.
I think the
That's a
Backcountry
solid one.
was based on the true story. Like it was a Canadian story, right? It was. I think it was. I think that's the one.
So, which one of you guys is going first? Who got closest?
Who got closest? I was at what, 5 mil on the movie.
Moodz
that
got
made money.
closest, so he goes first.
Woo!
Good Lord. Title again? What's the title again?
This is not a test. And again, this one might end up getting thrown out. It could end up under 1,000 theaters. I did look, and it does have 2 showings in my theater, which is exactly one more than Cold Storage had, and that had 1,100 theaters. So it might end up over.
My theater's not getting it. I checked that.
Yeah, that's a factor.
None of the ones in my area are getting it. Because there's one in like 40, another one that's like 40 minutes from me that gets most stuff too. It's a big one in Connecticut. And that one's not getting it either.
It's a very indie cast. Nobody notable.
No, I don't know a single person in that cast list.
Okay. American production. I'm just fucking with you guys. I really don't care. Just don't give a fuck.
I think so.
I just don't give a fuck.
Yeah, USA, Canada.
Right, because is the director, is that guy Canadian?
Bro, this
this Olivia Holker was in Hard Eyes. She was in Chicken Hard Eyes. She was
So
also
what time of the year is this taking place?
I think August.
Just fucking I just fuck with JP. Come on, bro. Have a fucking.
I think it's in school, so it can't be.
Yeah, so probably not August.
Well, don't y'all go to school in August and shit like that?
If you're dumb, you do.
But
even those kids are probably out by then.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this one's gonna do about 4.
All right. Tyler?
Straight horror. I think horror is doing decent, so I think 4 million, but it's so low.
I think the likelihood this one gets thrown out is very, very high.
Yeah, me too.
If it does make it, it's gonna be like just at 1,000. So I'm gonna say 1 million.
Okay. I guess it makes more sense to go the over. I'll go 1.1.
This thing's gonna come out at like fucking 800,000 for sure. It is.
Where I'm going.
He's gonna steal a point at 1 million guess, and he's gonna be like 800,000. Son of a bitch.
I am kind of regretting not saying 1.5 though. I think I made it too easy.
Yeah, because if you said 1.5,
Yeah.
I might have went under.
Yeah. So we're in the same area. So okay, maybe 1 point. Maybe 1 was correct then.
Yeah, and I specifically didn't go that low because
I mean,
It's
my
like
thing
I
is
didn't want to be
Cold-
fuck myself. 'Cause at
Cold
least if
Storage
I have
made
the over,
1.1.
Yeah.
maybe it does good. Who knows? I mean, maybe people are like, "Oh, that's the guy that directed Pie Wacket and fucking Backcountry."
Nobody does that.
We do, you fucking tool.
Yeah, but we're like
After we
the horror
researched it,
the
that was
horror
probably
community is like less than $1 million at the box office.
yeah.
And we need to get up on our shit a little better than that, man. Come together.
We're a niche crew, man. Like the horror community is still a niche
We got to get together, man.
thing.
Yeah. But I mean, this helps. I guess people are like, well, talking about the movies, maybe they go and see it and shit. I mean, I would if I got these. I'm not getting any of these movies. Not one of these movies I'm going to be able to see.
Not
Which
even
sucks.
Psycho Killer?
It's fucked. We have a poster at the cinema and the trailer played. I doubt we're getting it though.
Okay, so that is the box office brawl for the week. It felt good going last on all 3 of them. Hopefully that fucking either I gain some points or I get to go first or get to go last on screen. I guess that's the saving grace there.
All right, cool, man. All right, so that's box office brawl.
I am the devil, and I am here to do the devil's work.
They will say that I have shed innocent blood. What's blood for, if not for shedding?
I like to dissect girls. Did you know I'm utterly insane?
Have you checked the children?
What do we do?
Why don't we just wait here for a little while? See what happens.
All right, so getting into the what we watched portion of the show, which is probably not going to be a lot of movies this week because it's been a very short turnaround. I know at least mine's going to be super short, but who wants to start us off?
Super short. I'll go first.
Yeah, why don't you guys go first? Mine's not long, but it's probably longer than yours.
So I just got to 2 discs this week. I did Friday the 13th, the remake on the 4K, which I had mentioned earlier. Like I said, I enjoyed it. Didn't think that it was really anything majorly wrong with it. Got a couple of quirks that I'm not thrilled about. But I did think that overall it's like a fine sequel, which, I mean, it's a remake, but it just feels, it's just another Friday the 13th, really. You know what I mean? The 4K was decent. Not my favorite 4K. That movie's in general kind of a darker movie, like lighting wise. I do love that opening, and I do like Jason being like sort of more fierce and like fast moving a little bit. Got more oomph in his step.
Yeah.
My biggest problem probably is that he saves the girl because at the same time, it kind of makes sense because in the second movie, when Ginny puts on the Mrs. Voorhees get up, it kind of confuses her, and that's kind of why he didn't kill this girl, because it reminded him of his mom. So it's like kind of still in the same beats, but either way. And then the only other watch I did was The Flesh Eaters, which is a 1964 movie that Scream Factory put out. I didn't even realize I owned it. And then I was just going through the collection, and I was like, oh, I think that's a 64 movie.
It was one of my hidden gems.
Wasn't no shit. I have a really bad memory.
Yeah. Kind of ironic
I think you're probably right on that.
I know. I
it's
told
pretty
you,
good.
It's fucking fun as hell, man.
Yeah, it's basically a bunch of people like on a deserted island with some crazy
This is
Nazi
this one.
guy.
Yeah, the Nazi guy.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, it's a cool movie,
and there's some shit in the
yeah,
water.
it reminded me of The Raft.
Yeah. There's some shit in the water that basically dissolves all your meat off the bones, cleans them, picks them clean, and there's some like Nazi experiment shit fucking guy who's like, oh, I'm gonna weaponize this, as you would if you were some weird German scientist. And yeah, I actually thought it was a pretty creative, cool little movie. It has that sort of beatniky vibe to it at a point too, with one of the characters. But overall, like, I thought it was pretty solid. It was a pretty interesting movie. I guess I have heard of it if you talked about it, but I guess I forgot about it. But
it's such a weird thing because those hidden gems shows, like, I mean, almost all of my picks came out on Blu-rays or 4Ks right after I talked about them. It's like the weirdest thing. I'm not saying I'm taking, it was because of me, but even getting like the uncut version of Devil Doll and, Flesh Eaters from Scream Factory, that was kind of a random one, but pretty cool stuff. And I'm glad you like it though, man. That's cool.
Yeah. So only 2 watches, this short 3-day break from the show or whatever we did. But didn't have a lot of time in between. And I did watch some other stuff, but it wasn't disc related.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, we recorded on Thursday. I was out of town Friday, Saturday. So the only things I've watched are from Sunday and Monday. Of course, Sunday I watched The Locker 1 and 2. I actually do own a physical for those. double feature DVD, which we'll get to. I'm not going to talk about them right now, but yeah, so those were first time watches for disc. Then I got into more of the Shaw Scope Volume 1 box set, which with 5 Shaolin Masters. This is one I'd actually never seen before. Yeah, this is another fucking fun ass movie, man. Basically about the fucking Qing dynasty or whatever. They go and burn down like the Shaolin temple and stuff like that. And there's like 5 survivors. Well, 5 people that get out of this temple. Anyways, they kind of escape and they create like their own like gang symbol. I call them gang symbols because this movie is so fucking funny where they just keep throwing up these gang symbols like the whole time. But it's basically the point of to recruit more, more fighters really to go and defend against this dynasty that's been fucking with them and stuff like that. And that's pretty much the whole kind of construction of the film where these guys it's an interesting Shaw Brothers production because it doesn't follow like one person. It follows 5 people and they disperse out into like the world and stuff. And then they go and recruit these people and they have these battles and stuff. And it comes down to, big Shaw Brothers, showdown and stuff. Pretty fucking awesome film, man. Pretty fucking awesome shit. Like I really enjoyed this, man. I mean, if you're into Shaw Brothers stuff, I mean, you're not going to be disappointed. It's a Chang-Chi film. The guy's done countless amazing classic Shaw Brothers films. So this is not one of my personal favorites by him, to be honest. I thought it was really good. It's got a great cast in it too, man. What's his name? Is it Tu Ling, the guy that died in the car accident? Yeah, whatever. Good shit though, man. Really good stuff. So that was one that I watched on Sunday yesterday. I also rewatched. Oh no, I've seen that one before. Blowout. So today, after I got home from work, waiting for these assholes to get on here to record, I watched a film from 1964 called "The Wrestling Woman vs. the Aztec Mummy." Oh my!
Is that in that Blu-ray set from?
It is
VCI.
Yeah.
I have that as well.
So it's funny because this is like technically the 4th movie in this franchise. And the Blu-ray set only has part 2, 3, and 4. Like the first movie is not included in it.
It's like a Child's Play scenario.
Yeah. So this movie right away just totally had me rolling because it feels like a fucking Scooby-Doo episode before Scooby-Doo. It's so weird. It's like basically about like this crew. These 2 different crews, basically. You got this doctor and his crew, which has these 2 women wrestlers and a bunch of other people and stuff, and they're looking for this treasure. And then you got the baddie and his crew, and they're looking for the same treasure. And then they got to find like these like scrolls and shit like that. But the funny thing about this movie is like the baddie has like this crazy technology where he can basically possess people to like be under hypnosis and shit like that. And they've got like the clearest surveillance I've ever seen in a movie. 1964 surveillance is like the funny shit. So he's like literally watching these people talk about their shit the entire time. But what really makes this movie so much fun is the whole wrestling aspect of it. So you got these 2 really pretty women and like the taller girl with the long hair. Oh my God, Tyler, she's so beautiful, man. I was like, oh my God, it's crazy. So they're wrestlers. Anyways, what it comes down to is that both these crews are looking for all these clues to find where this treasure is. And so the baddie has 3 of them and the other crew has 1. And how this big wrestling match happens in the film is like, he's like, well, I'm going to put my 3 parts up against your 1 part. And if my girls beat your girls, we get all the parts. We'll go find the treasure. And it's like the most ridiculous thing ever. It's so ridiculous. And I will say the baddie is played by a Mexican dude, basically playing Yellowface. It's absolutely hilarious. It's supposed to be this Oriental crew. And I'm just thinking to myself going, this is absolutely fucking hilarious. It's so 1964. And there's actually one point where this voiceover, this narrative comes in and it says, yeah, and the lesser of the 2, and they're talking about the women being lesser than men and stuff. And I'm like, oh my God, this is so funny. They're setting up this wrestling match. But we have this wrestling match that eventually happens within like the middle of the film. And it's only about 10 minutes long, Tyler. I actually timed it. It's only about 10 minutes long, but it's
That's
like
a long time.
Yeah, but it's funny because there's like fully no commentary in it, and it's just wrestling.
Yeah. It's the most interesting part of the movie.
It is funny to me because some of the shit that's going down from 1964, I didn't even know women's wrestling was a thing in 1964, by the way. But some of the moves that were happening, I'm like, damn, bro, it's actually pretty good. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? It's kind of crazy.
You didn't know there was female wrestling in the 1960s?
1964, I didn't even know that was really a thing. I knew there was wrestling in the 60s, obviously, but women's, like a whole women's league, I was like, that's crazy. So I had no idea that was that early. But so that was really fucking fun to watch. But yeah, this movie kind of plays out like a Scooby-Doo episode. Like it's very much like it's influenced by like fucking, I mean, James Bond and Fu Manchu and like all these fucking movies. You can see all the elements that are in these movies. It's really funny. And so we finally get into the third act because we have mummy shit. Dude, when the mummy stuff happens, it is literally the most bizarre thing I've ever seen in a film, because this mummy is basically protecting the treasure that's within this like Aztec temple kind of thing, right? But this mummy is not your normal mummy. The mummy can like shapeshift into like bats and fucking spiders and shit. It's like so fucking bizarre. Directed by Renny Cordova, who's done like a million fucking cheap ass like Spanish films and stuff. I have to say, I was super tired when I got home from work today, and this made my fucking day. It was so much fun to watch. It was hilarious. It's kind of too long for what it is. There's way too much like story, way too much dialogue and shit. Yeah. But I love the girls, man. I think they were so fucking fantastic. I just think it's like a product of its time. I mean, I could see people tripping about like, oh, you got Dude You and Yellowface, but then you also have the wrestling women who are supposed to be Oriental women. They're clearly Spanish or Mexicans. It's fucking hilarious. And one thing I did notice within the wrestling match, I don't know if you noticed, Tyler, but the two lead women that are fucking totally awesome, they were doubled in a lot of those scenes. You can tell by the body types because they're totally getting or they're totally doubled and stuff. It's pretty funny.
It's like Nightmare on Elm Street noticeable. Yeah,
it totally is. It's pretty funny, but like it's crazy how long it goes on for and like how they filmed it and stuff. Like they tried to do it pretty well, but even when they're standing by the rings, you can tell it's not the same body types. But yeah, like even Dr. Maboose, like there's shit in there in the film and stuff, and it's like it's so crazy how many influences are right in this movie. I think my biggest complaint, like I said, it runs a little bit too long. They could have cut down a little bit of like the Scooby-Doo shit in the middle and stuff. But it's funny because there's so many scenes in this movie. And remember, this is 1964 of the baddie dude, Mr. Yellowface, like watching them on his spy camera, which is like sitting on a shelf. And it's like this big ass fucking lens. I'm like, how do they not notice the goddamn lens sitting there? But then again, did they have surveillance in 1964? Like video surveillance? I don't know. Is it ahead of its time? I have no idea. Pretty fucking funny, man. But I highly recommend watching this if you're in a good mood or whatever. You just want to have a good time and stuff. I think did you actually end up liking this movie, Tyler? I mean, I
think so.
It's actually kind
of. It was like, yeah, it's fine. One of those things. So I was like mirifying these though. But I remember I was in awe. Like, is this like the wrestling match going on? It's like, is this happening?
Dude, I was enthralled by the wrestling match because some of the moves,
I thought it was the most interesting part of the movie.
Some of the shit that was happening in that match, like they were doing full on like aerial reversals and shit. I'm like, what? This is 1964, dude. Like, what the fuck? Like, who do they fucking think they're Rey Mysterio Jr. and shit? It was kind of crazy.
Doors.
It was actually kind of wild,
doors, bro.
But the transfer on the goddamn Blu-ray, bro, is fucking slick. It looks so good. There's not a blemish in it. I'm like,
that's kind of crazy because VCI is not known for their good transfers.
But their Blu-ray transfers are they're outsourcing it for sure. They're definitely doing.
Because I remember, didn't like Parker say that the Dark Knight of the Scarecrow transfer was on the 4K was pretty awful.
I never grabbed the 4K for that, but like I know like the recent releases that they put out on Blu-ray have been pretty good. So they must be outsourcing.
They don't really release a lot anymore.
They don't. No, they're definitely either stepped up their game themselves or they're outsourcing. But honestly, man, it was really good for being, you know, 3 movies on one kind of set and stuff. But I had a blast with it, though, man. I thought it was really fun.
Make you want to watch the others?
I will actually. I read Tony's review and it made me laugh so hard. It's like the most sarcastic fucking, like he bullet pointed reviewed. And I thought it was so funny the way he wrote it. I was like, that's absolutely, because after I was like, who else watched this thing? I thought it was so funny. But check out his review. It's really funny actually. But fun movie. Fun fucking like you don't see mummies turning into bats and turning into vampires and spiders and all this other weird shit and stuff. It's kind of crazy. The transformations are horrible. I mean, even the effects on the mummy aren't great, but like the entire movie, I don't know, kind of entertaining, to be honest. But and that would be what I watched for discs, really. I did indulge myself with watching Blowout last night, which, dude, it's a 10 out of 10, man. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
Decent.
Blowout.
Dude, Blowout is everything that I love because I remember.
Palma?
Yeah. So I remember going out.
I think Tyler made me watch that back in the day.
Going out and I can relate to it. Like if you're not interested in sound and stuff like that, where like I remember going out and recording sounds myself. We weren't recording on little fucking, you know, tape like that. I think you'd do more digital and stuff because it was 2000, but you could, I was still recording on analog stuff, but doing that is so cool because they even talk about like how he even brings up like using catalog sounds and shit. And he's like, oh, I've fucking heard these a million times. And, you know, I bring it up too. Like I hate hearing catalog sounds in movies. It drives me nuts, drives me absolutely bananas because everyone uses them. So go out and record your own shit. And I love that setup because he goes out there to record his own sounds and shit. And he records this accident, quote unquote. It's such a great movie, man. It's so fucking dope, man. Nancy Allen is so good in the movie too. Like she's so good as like this, like kind of, I don't want to say prostitute, but like she's kind of a con person kind of mixed up in that shit. And the whole cast is great.
She's a hooker. She would have done anything for $1 in that movie.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, she's a prostitute, but she's also like a fucking, like she's a con person. She's involved in like, yeah. And then the dude that, which I think is like one of the only roles I've ever seen him in and he wasn't playing a cop. Dennis Franz, yeah. He never plays anything but a cop. Like he's always a cop and everything. And he plays like the sleazy photographer and the con man kind of thing and stuff. But yeah, it's I absolutely love that movie, dude. I hadn't seen it in years and it was on the Tarantino list. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to pop it in and fantastic. Love that movie. Really great stuff.
Yeah, I've seen that a bunch of times. All right.
I hadn't watched it in years.
I got 7, but I cut it off where we would have recorded the first time. So this is the last 7 days. So I'm still at a 1 per day pace. So I'm pretty happy with that. Starting off, I got one from Terror Vision. It's Tim Ritter's 1987 film Killing Spree. Yeah, this is one I got in one of my mystery boxes at Wasteland. And it's a shot.
Probably the best deals at Wasteland.
That was such a mystery boxes. Deal. Yeah.
What are you paying, $10 a piece for them?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
With slip covers.
With slips, yeah.
Yep.
And most of them are short, so like I just kind of have them in a pile, and then when I'm just like looking for something chill, not long, I usually just grab one off of that. That's I've been banging these ones. This is actually like the third one I watched, I think. But yeah, this movie, I thought it was all right. It's basically about this guy crashing out because he suspects his wife's having an affair with like the entire neighborhood, and he's just one of those guys where everybody's pushing his buttons the whole movie just by the type of person they are. Like, just got this like prick of an old Italian guy that's hanging around that just busts his balls the whole time. It's pretty funny. And it's one of those things where I had fun with it for like half the movie, and then I kind of just got burnt out on it. And I just by the end, I was like, all right, I'm about done with this. So it was just an all right watch for me. It had some good effects in it too, and some that were kind of iffy. And some of the filmmaking, it was just like not the greatest. So I guess that combined, I just thought it was all right.
I absolutely love Killing Spree. Love that movie.
Well, it's fine. I absolutely think it's fine, I guess. Going to a film from Metrograph, a company I don't have much from, but they're one of those random companies that Kino carries on their sales. So I picked this up from them, and it's Fruit Chan's 1997 film made in Hong Kong. This was really cool. This was like a teen disaffected youth type of movie. It was dreamy. It kind of had this ethereal vibe to it, but it was basically about this gang of these like trio of three angsty teenage kids who dream of like love, death, suicide, and murder. So in a way, it was kind of like this film I watched for 1980, Dangerous Encounters, the Third Kind or something. I forgot exactly what it's called, but it's this way Hark movie. It had that kind of dirty, like pessimistic youth to it, but it kind of was shot in that Wong Kar-wai type of influence style, with messing with the frame rates. You had the narrator, the radical editing, the kind of neon look to it, but it had like the teen angst you see in a Greg Araki film. So it was a really cool fusion of these type of disaffected youth movies that came together pretty well. I could even see calling this like Fruit Chan's Doom Generation, but it caps itself out at the end where everything comes together, where it was more than just this ride of the movie, and kind of goes into regret and like hope and pessimism. It was really cool, but I like this movie a lot. Fruit Chan, I guess, pretty cool filmmaker in the 90s, and we'll probably be talking some more about him in 2004. But from what I can tell, this is his most popular film, so I snagged that on a sale once. Heading over to Criterion, I got Joseph von Sternberg's 1932 film Shanghai Express. This film stars no other than everyone's favorite Golden Age actress back again, Marlene Dietrich. And this is like a train thriller. It actually felt like more of like a foundation to a Hitchcock type of movie, where you have a couple different storylines in this contained place, and then the tension builds as they start to cross, and you find out people. It kind of reminded me of. It's not as good as these movies, but it seems like the precursor that could have been to the 39 Steps and Notorious a couple years later. But this one was pretty good. Marlene's the best actress in it, like she always is. She's kind of like provocative in it, and I liked it a lot. It's only 82 minutes, so it kind of flew by as well. This night, heading over to Vinegar Syndrome, I got Arthur J. Bresson Jr.'s 1985 film Buddies. Buddies was amazing. So Buddies is the story of a gay man who volunteers to be in this program to be a buddy to a patient that's dying of AIDS. And you just go in there and you be their friend. Because you remember, this is 1985. People are definitely scared of this thing. People's families are disowning them about this thing. And this is actually the first movie to even handle this. And this is
it's ahead of its time for sure. This movie never really hit the mainstream until like 86, 87. Like, this is ahead of its time.
This is a really radical movie to make in 1985. And I know something I've been bitching a lot about lately is half-assed social commentary, like sanitization. This is the kind of stuff like I want to see. I want filmmaking like this that's super extremely challenging. Yeah. This movie's made for basically $0. Mm-hmm. For the most part, it's focused on one character talking to another guy in the room, and then at a couple other locations just talking and writing in his diary and such like that. And it's just such a compelling and heartfelt movie. It's very challenging. It forces people to look at things from a completely different perspective, and that's something of what their own. And it just ends up being this really amazing story about humanity. I liked it a lot. This is a movie just literally everyone should see. It's like 80 minutes long. I got it last year during the Black Friday sale from Vinegar Syndrome for something crazy, like 60 to 70% off. So this movie's obviously not selling that well. So pick it up if you get a chance. Great film. Going over back to Criterion. Well, we did one for the boys, so now we're going to do one for the ladies. We got Atlas Wu's film, Saving Face. This is a movie about taboos and Chinese community in New York City. It centers around this young woman named Will, who is a closet lesbian, and her mother moves into her apartment with her when she becomes pregnant, who's 48 years old and is unmarried. So you have this big taboo with the mother that she can't hide in this little tight gay community where she's now the gossip, and then she has her daughter, who obviously has this other taboo, and it ends up just being this kind of romance, drama, comedy, light in all directions about just the old traditions dying out and making way for new for a perspective on the new generation. And it was a really good film. I liked it a lot. Also, this one's also pretty short. It's only 97 minutes. And I didn't think it was amazing, but I thought it was very good. I definitely watched this movie again. Well acted. Well, everything else. Good film. After that, we got Blind Beast from Yasuyo Masamura, 1969 film released by Arrow. This is just a really cool, interesting Japanese exploitation movie. It's about a woman that has some kind of some alluring or sadomasochistic tendencies, but she's a model, and she gets kidnapped by this blind sculptor who's has that weird maternal control thing going on, and he's just out of his mind, and he's very fascinated with the human body, so touching with him is something that's like very like stimulating and very being blind and very like inspiring. And he's got this, they make this, like, he lives in this bizarre warehouse with his mom that's like this giant complex filled with all these sculptures he's done. It's just all these sculptings of bodily anatomy, like breasts, arms. He has like a giant woman in the middle of this complex, and it's just so like creepy. It's mostly has some dim overhead lights, but a lot of the movie's in the dark with him and just his flashlight. You just watch these two dissolve into the abyss. It gets into like pushing like the brink of like desire and Stockholm syndrome. It's a fascinating one. Again, this is a shorter one. It's 84 minutes long. This was a great watch. Definitely recommend that one as well. And lastly, we're not really going to talk about this one because you're going to hear about this in a week. I watched my Film Movements classic 4K of Sergio Corbucci's The Great Silence. That's obviously going to be for Sinbin that we will be recording in a few days as well. So I guess you'll hear about that then. I have a feeling we're going to have a vibrant conversation about that movie.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone's probably going to watch that one. So
yeah, and that puts me at 38 for the year. So I'm doing pretty well. Happy with that.
Nice. Good work.
I mean, for the ones I have in my playlist or whatever it is, my list, I've got 48 in here, but those are just the first time watches, right? So that's what I'm keeping track of in that list. But yeah, so there's other discs that I've watched for the first time, but yeah, 48 in that one. But yeah, good stuff, man. Looking forward to the conversation with The Great Silence. JP, are you going to watch that or what? Have you seen it before?
I unfortunately didn't get to grab a copy, so I might check it, see if I could squeeze it in online or something.
Yeah, you should definitely watch that, man. Make a point of watching it because it's an essential film.
It's a banger.
All right.
All right, so that is going to conclude the dub portion of the show. And we will be back with some J-horror after these brief messages. Yeah.
Yo, who this?
Yo, Moodz, it's your boy, the ill-mannered funky child, calling you to remind you that the featured reviews on this episode contain spoilers.
Aw, yeah, man, that's right, brother. Thanks for the heads up, playa. Now go back to being an unproductive asshole.
Fuck you. Now tell your listeners to stop being so dumb, silly, sensitive.
Yeah.
And now, our feature presentation.
All
All right, so getting into the featured reviews here on episode 314, we're going to take it all the way back to 2004 with a double feature of The Locker and The Locker 2. Are they both directed by the same? Probably. They've got to be, obviously.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like this movies, pluralize, I guess. I feel like this was shot as one film and then just cut into two parts. They're like,
it? To me, it felt like a two-part mini series on
I think
TV or something.
Probably how I felt.
It kind of does, actually. It kind of does. Or it could have been shot as one film and then be like, well, we need to chop that in half because we can't really have this one as like a 2 hour and 20-minute film. So when you chop it up, it works out to about, I think they both run like 71 minutes a piece, which is crazy, right? But kind of cool though, man, because like it does have straight continuity, like where this one leaves off or ends, the next one starts. So it's kind of cool. But
yeah, but then they fucking do the most annoying thing and give you flashbacks.
Of course, yeah.
And I'm thinking, bro, this shit came out in the same year. Why are you giving flashbacks to people when they most likely, if they're watching The Locker 2 the year it came out, they probably seen The Locker 1.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they obviously not enough story, I guess.
That's what made me think that it was like a TV thing, because then it feels like, oh, like for the people that missed the first one last week.
I'm pretty fucking sure this wasn't, though. So,
I mean, there's really not a lot of information about this movie online.
It says box office. Like it has a box office to it, so it couldn't have been.
Where are you seeing that at?
Like just on IMDb. It says $1 million. Yeah.
Sounds like some fucking estimation.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just like how people can change the tags on here, right? So maybe people are changing those numbers. I don't know. But I just feel like this was filmed as one film. Because everything, it just feels like one big ass film. Anyways, so The Locker from 2004, Japanese horror, directed by Kia Hori. All right. On a whim, a group of college friends decide to test the validity of a local legend involving a small locker near Shibuya Station. That is not true, actually.
That DVD that you have is only $6 online.
So that synopsis actually isn't entirely true because they didn't at first even realize what they had done. So this movie's weird because it starts out with a group of kids, whatever, teenagers, early 20s, whatever, so they're out camping and, they're drinking, shooting the shit. Some R&R
They both
shit.
came out on the same day.
Yeah. So it was shot in one film. It definitely was. So they're out camp. The movie starts.
Oh, that $1 million you're seeing is the budget, dog.
Oh, it didn't say box office?
No, it's budget.
Whatever. Wow, $1 million for this. Oof. Damn.
Maybe for both.
Yeah, it was shot as one big film, probably. But so anyways, the film opens up with this group of like 6 kids. They're out camping, they're telling some scary stories around the fire, having some beers, doing their shit and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, like a couple of characters start hearing some like baby cries and some other weird shit. And this is where the movie's so fucking stupid. It's like, it's so dumb because one of the characters earlier had basically lopped off this head at this like camp area or whatever. And they were talking about like aborted fetuses and stuff like that and like all this kind of weird shit. So like it was all kind of playing into like these baby cries and stuff, which all comes back to like what we learned is like not what was going on. It's kind of ridiculous. So basically the synopsis of this film is a little bit wrong. So basically like it's kind of the folklore of this story.
It's an urban legend, bro.
It's an urban legend. It's basically about this locker that has like the ability to possibly give you like, if you leave a present in this locker, it'll give you love, essentially. Right. But what we know, that's not entirely true. So we end up learning that there's, this kind of crazy story that it falls in this locker, and it's, you know, it's kind of pure evil and stuff like that. But yeah, so like this, I mean, it's a weird fucking setup. It's such a weird setup because we don't really get to see them putting the shit in the locker right away, and then they're out camping, and then, you know, they kind of learn when they come back to this or come back to the locker and grab their stuff. And I'm like, I don't know, man. This movie has such a weird structure to it. It's such a weird structure. What are your guys' thoughts on it?
I thought the score was really good in both movies. That was like one of my favorite parts. I really like the score to this movie. It's like this piano thing.
Yeah, you can see that. Yeah.
I didn't think there was really anything wrong with it, but I felt like this is just the most generic Japanese movie you could see. Within the first 3 minutes of the movie, I could have given you a 10,000-foot view of what was going to happen and been 100% right.
It's post-ring, man. It's just
yeah, that's it. It's just like it's just it really does feel like just I can see it being a 2-part miniseries and just feeling like, yeah, this is just like
going into this film.
Like, I feel like if I saw this on TV in Japan, I might, in 2004, I might be like, oh, that was cool.
Yeah, that's exactly the reaction.
If it was billed as a TV film, that actually would have been kind of cool as a two-part like kind of miniseries or whatever and stuff like that. But like, I just don't like the construction of the movie. I don't like how it starts out with these people because it kind of like misleads you completely. And I get like how the filmmakers are going with that. Like,
they want you to solve the mystery, and then.
But it's kind of stupid though, because like it does. If it had shown them putting their shit in the locker, like in the first scene, and then going out camping, but the movie starts out with them out camping, right? And you know, like I said, you hear some baby cries and stuff like that, and they think it's all related. The
second I heard that baby cry, I was like, okay, I know everything that's going to happen. This movie.
but you couldn't have though, because you didn't even. Well, I mean, I guess it's called a locker. I mean, eventually it's going to have to come back to a locker.
I knew exactly where the baby came from. I knew how it got there, and I knew how the movie was going to end.
But they don't actually tell you exactly why the mom put it there until the second part.
All that mattered was that the mom put it there, and I was like, "Okay, so this is baby crying because there's baby in that locker."
Did you actually like really like? I
watched this film right off the start.
I was not going to be.
When I heard the baby cry, I could have told you exactly how it was going to end, exactly how they're going to get there.
I'm with Tyler. I thought as soon as the title was the locker, and we got baby crying, I was like, "Oh, it's like a fucking Brenda's got a baby thing."
Yeah.
Brenda's got a baby that brings up Tupac. Yeah.
That is a very fucking classic song, man. Everybody knows that shit.
Yeah, he wrote that on the. He wrote that on this. He wrote that when he was doing Juice.
Yeah.
But anyways, so yeah, I don't know, man. I guess just going into the film, the construction was so weird because, like I said, you know, they're out camping, you hear these baby cries and stuff like that, and then it kind of plays off like, oh, these, you know, this dude reveals that he lopped the head off this like aborted fetus statue and stuff, and it was like the weirdest thing, and I'm like, okay, whatever. And then it kind of, you know, if eventually they go back to the Senjutsu or whatever the fuck it is, and they, you know, they grab their stuff out of the locker and stuff, which was all obviously, you know, how they opened up the curse and stuff like that. But like the problem with this movie though, for myself, is the way people die is ridiculous. It's completely ridiculous. It's actually insanely unintentionally hilarious. Like the girl that goes missing in the change room. I rewound that part like 4 times. I started laughing so hard. The way it's edited, she's just like changing, all of a sudden she just gets like sucked into the ground. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Like, and like that's what I didn't like about this movie was. So, I mean, this is going to be, we're going to have to throw some spoilers in here because it's 2 parts, because we're going to have to talk about the end lead into the next one and stuff like that. But like, the killer is a fucking kid.
It's like a ghost.
It's like a ghost. In which I always have problems with this though too, because when
it's the ring.
Well, it is The Ring. It is The Ring. And this movie is completely The Ring, and it's The Grudge. It's everything. It's like those really popular, J horror films of the time and stuff. But this one really screams The Ring. There's so many scenes in this film where the kid's coming out and it's got the hair and shit, and it's totally The Ring. But the way people are getting killed in this movie is kind of lame. Like they're being sucked into like underneath this fucking like rug, and like there's nothing really happening. The movie's completely bloodless for one thing.
It's again The Ring, like getting sucked into the goddamn TV.
Yeah,
just like your body just kind of like fucking.
Why in this situation? Like in The Ring, it makes more sense given the narrative. But like in this one, why is that a thing? Why isn't like basically
it's just into the abyss, dog.
But basically, the point of this, the reason why this person this kid is killing people is because, well, it's like a revenge thing. Basically, it just fucking hates everyone.
It's like an unrested spirit / But
why not make it more extravagant than being sucked into the abyss kind of thing? Like all these kills are unintentionally fucking hilarious to me.
Well, that I don't know how familiar you are with these type of movies, but like I feel like all of them are kind of like that. Like you always just die of fright, essentially. You know what I mean? Like all these one missed calls and fucking.
But those are also done really different. Like they're done a little bit more suspenseful and stuff. Like there's literally a scene where she's changing, all of a sudden it's like, just got like it's like she got sucked into a vacuum cleaner. I was like, what the fuck? It plays off super low budget and like just not that excited. Like it made me laugh to the point where I rewound it 3 times. I was trying to figure out the effect on that. I was like, that's really funny to me. But
there was actually one scene
I don't know
that actually like spooked me a little bit in both of these movies. Because I think that's like the big problem with it is it's not scary. And look, the one thing that I do love about Japanese horror like this is first and foremost, they are trying to scare you. And I respect that, even if it doesn't work fully. And it's the same thing like with The Grudge for me. Like I never found it to be like scary. So it just is like, oh, there's a kid there, like looking all painted. Face. Yeah. So it just didn't really do it for me, but I at least respect the game, of trying to scare people. But the one scene, it was actually in the second one, was in the car with the hand. For some reason, I just was expecting someone in the front seat, and then it just is like flashed down to this hand, this yellow, nasty hand grabbing the leg. And I was like, oh, it gave me a little jolt. I was like, okay, you got me once. But this movie itself, the first one here, the narrative is a little bit messy. And I think actually the narrative is a little better in the second one.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
But I think that this one, I was like more into seeing where it went, where the other one, I was just feeling like it was more of the same, even though the narrative was a little bit stronger. I felt like this one was more interesting to watch for the first time, but by the time you're in hour 2 of the same movie, essentially, you're kind of like, even though they are short, it does feel like one long movie, especially because the second one picks up after the first one. But I didn't mind this one that much. It was fine. I think that because it was so short, it didn't like offend me. Like if this was an hour and 40 minutes or something like that, I'd be like, this is dog shit. But because it's like this TV episode almost, I'm just like, oh, that was a cool, spooky little story. Not too bad. And like I said, I really did like the score.
Yeah, the music is fine. But like I said, my main problem with the film is just the way it's constructed. I don't like how it starts out with them, camping and stuff. And then we kind of get this, like, they're almost redirecting us right away into believing that like what's happening is related to like these aborted fetuses and these weird statues and shit. There's even a point in the film where they even go back to find the head and glue it back on and stuff. I'm like, what the fuck? But like, I mean, I get it. Like if you were in the situation, you wouldn't really understand like there's a haunted locker and stuff. But I do like the idea of like, having this mythology of like this, this fucking this locker that, you know, provides this love and stuff, but it turns out it's really not like that. It's, you know, it's all haunted and stuff like that. It's kind of a cool idea. But again, you know, I mean, for me, you know, you're kind of right when it comes to like these kills that are in Japanese films and stuff. They're trying to do things a little bit different. They're not relying on the blood and gore and stuff like that, which is fine.
They're not really kills, you know what I mean?
But they're more just being sucked
in the traditional sense. They're just deaths.
They are deaths and stuff. And like, but the problem is with this film is like, not only were the characters not completely, like no one's really established at all. When it gets into like kind of like the police investigation, which is kind of funny in itself. Not policing, but you know what I mean. But like
doctor investigation.
Yeah, the doctor investigation and stuff. Like, so there's like people looking into the shit and stuff. Like, but the first couple of people that kind of go missing, it's kind of like super low key in the film. Like they're just gone. Like there's nothing even really shown. There's no scares within those characters and stuff. They're just like 6 people. You know, we get a couple later on and stuff, and then you know we get a couple of survivors in the end of or in this film that you know perish in the beginning of the second film too. But like. It just seems so damn low key and stuff. And like, I get what they were doing. And that's why I feel like this movie was one film shot and cut into 2 is because how they build up, you know, our main character, which I thought she was fucking so beautiful, man. Oh, love that girl, by the way. But she was like the teacher. She was basically... she had like a student at her home. She's doing like some tutoring and stuff like that. And she and that character becomes the main character in the second film, which I thought was,
you know, what's insane about this?
Yeah.
So I watched this shit on one of the worst qualities I've watched a movie on since like we did in 1976 or something. This is like a 140p. There's like 12 pixels that make this movie. And
dude, you know what is crazy?
You watched it on YouTube?
I did, but not the version you watched, because you told me about the one with the Russian subtitles or whatever. Yeah. There's actually another version, but you can't even search it on YouTube. It doesn't even pop up. It wasn't for me. I searched it on Google, and then it ported me over to YouTube.
Yeah.
And click the link that I sent in the chat, Tyler, on Facebook, and look at that fucking quality. So when I was watching it, when the second movie started and that girl, the teacher's girl, that she's like, you know, becomes the main character, I literally thought that was the one friend with the shorter hair or whatever.
Oh yeah, this is bad.
And I was like, dude, what the hell's going on, bro? And it took me like 10 minutes to realize, like, oh, that's a completely different character. Do you see that quality, Tyler?
Yeah, this is bad.
It was rough,
this is awful.
See, that's crazy, man, because like...
And the reason I watched that,
I actually have
it's so bad that I'm like trying to watch it on my phone, and I would think these people are white. Like that's how, like, well, that girl I would tell station, but like it just showed like 4 people. I would have.
Is that not straight 140p quality, dude?
Yeah, this is bad.
This is
it
why
says 360, but I was like, I don't think so, dog.
This is why I absolutely love having shit in the collection, because I was absolutely fucking floored at how good these movies looked on DVD.
Yeah,
I have a note saying they're crystal fucking clear. Like
the
for
second
a double
one looks
feature
really good
on one
the
DVD.
second one was completely fine. It's probably the DVD transfer.
Yeah.
So, anyways, like watching them back to back, obviously, and I was like, I popped in expecting it to look like shit. 2004, low budget, fucking double movie on a DVD. But I'm like, I started watching. I'm like, holy fuck, this thing looks amazing, and the soundtrack in the mix was amazing. Like, it sounded so good. I was
you were way overselling the DVD.
What do you mean?
It was good for a DVD. I mean, it was a good DVD, but it's not like fucking.
You didn't watch it on DVD. You watched it on fucking YouTube.
I told you I watched the second one on the DVD trailer.
Okay, well, it looks fucking good. I mean, considering what it
did, it looked good. It looked better than a lot of the 2004 stuff looks.
But bro, like I'm saying, when you're watching 2 movies on the same disc, you don't expect them even to look that great. And it looked pretty fucking good, man. I was really taken back by this, actually. But
but you should have saw the version that I watched, because it's
I would not want to do that, actually.
And the funny thing is, I could have watched it on Dave's Plex in not, well, I don't know if it's HD, but it's at least fucking D. It's definition at least. But often on Sundays, if I try to use his Plex, I think maybe he's uploading videos or something, but it's like I always have issues. So I just was like, YouTube it is. And the version Tyler sent me was a little better quality, but I didn't like how the subtitles were.
Yeah.
So I found another version, which is funny because that version that I shared with you, Tyler, actually has the subtitles.
Yeah. I noticed that.
So why didn't you watch the first one on the disc? That like,
I didn't watch it on disc. I just found the disc transfer.
Yeah, like on YouTube.
So that's probably downgraded a little bit then too, right? Because
on YouTube, the second one, the transfers.
I'm telling you, bro, like
it would actually probably be converted.
No, man, no, nothing's gonna look better than your actual physical copy, man, than being uploaded. No, it's gonna lose resolution. It's gonna lose resolution, man, for sure. But anyways, I mean, I can't I'm not gonna sit here and argue that. I'm just saying it looked really good. The fact that you would actually say that I was fucking, talking it up too much. I mean, it's crazy, dude. I'm the one that watched it. It looked great. I was taken right back by it. I was like, that's crazy. Because I watched a lot of 2004 films on DVD prepping for this fucking show.
Yeah.
And they look like shit.
I agree. I agree with you that it looked like good, but like, how good can a DVD look? It's not like it's holy shit.
Well, I mean, it was a nice fucking 16:9 transfer. It looked crystal clear. I was like, this is fucking crazy. I mean, it's better than some shit that I've watched already for 2004, man. 2004 kind of sucks. To be honest, it's not a great year.
Oh my god,
I don't know. I mean, dude, the funny thing about
favorite year that I've done.
The funny thing about 2004 is when you go into like the bottom barrel shit, which is a lot of stuff that's like streaming on YouTube or Tubi or something, there is some fucking bad movies out there, dude.
No,
there's an endless pit of just Japanese slop that I keep finding. It just keeps getting bigger. I watched one today that was just like a compilation. It was more of like a compilation of shorts than anything else.
Yeah, I'm not doing that shit, man. Like, I'm digging in my collection. Like, I got a ton of them, and
I own like 5 of these movies.
Yeah, but I mean, 2004 is a weird year, man, because there's like really 2 heavy hitters from that year. There's 2 movies.
I don't think they're even that heavy, honestly.
There's Saw and fucking Shaun of the Dead. Those are the heavy hitters. No matter if you like them or not, they're the heavy hitters, right?
Yeah, probably.
I've honestly just.
I mean, those movies are not making every one of our lists. They're not.
Of the Dead. Saw and Dawn of the Dead and Shaun of the Dead. I feel like those are movies that everybody kind of loves.
Ugh.
I feel like they're not like as heavy of hitters as many years. Like they don't hit that heavy. They're not a Candyman.
I'm a little bit more concerned about watching like fucking 3 Extremes and maybe
I mean,
the Asian films from 2004 are way more standard. I mean, there's some fun American films though too, like, but
I mean, it's definitely entirely possible that there's some movies that would be on my list that wouldn't make like any other year in the 2000s on my list.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like everyone's having Skin Deep on their fucking list.
Might make my top 100.
Anyways, getting back to the film.
I mean, is it possible Seed of Chucky makes my list?
No.
Because I'm looking.
I mean, I think it's pretty possible that... well, I mean, there's no way Dawn of the Dead's making
Dude, this is kind of fucking crazy because, like, I haven't really looked at 2004 in a while. I've just looked at like,
none of those films are making
bottom of the barrel list of stuff just because, I tend to save the good stuff for the end. And then I'm looking and I'm like,
what good stuff? What good stuff?
I was like,
that's what I'm telling you, man. There's no heavy hitters.
I didn't really save much. And then I'm like, oh, I did. I saved everything. There just isn't much there.
Bro, why do you think I'm counting shit like Primer and Dead Man's Shoes?
Dude. Yeah, the faster we get 2004 over with, the fucking sooner we get the
I find it so crazy that like
better.
Tony and Mikey are just like
dude, they're hyped. They're like, this is the greatest.
This is
they're having a blast.
I can't wait to see Tony's list this one.
Well, I mean, mine's not going to be. I mean, it's going to be completely different, but it's not going to be similar. If that makes any sense. No spoilers, but anyways, so there's a scene.
I have no idea where I'm going with mine.
So there's a scene in this film, man, I wanted to ask you guys about. So I was kind of confused about because. So when we get a reveal, obviously it's like a kid, you know, that's haunting this locker and stuff. And then, you know, we're kind of shown how that baby was put there and stuff. So does the mom cut the baby out of her? Because there's a scene in the film where she literally has a knife and she's like, you know, right. But it cuts away. You don't really know what happens.
I think she's supposed to be cutting the cord.
That's what I call a late term abortion.
Cutting the cord. She would have to give birth to it then. Cord. Yeah, because she was
yeah. Good.
Because like the scene, like she's still fully pregnant and she's like, got this. I'm like, did she just cut the baby out of her? Because the next scene is her basically putting the baby into the locker. I'm like, did she cut the baby out or did she give birth and cut the cord?
I thought she gave birth and cut the cord.
I wasn't sure.
That's what I thought.
Because she obviously went back and so she cut the baby out of herself. She probably would have died right there.
That's what I'm saying. Like she can't go run and put it
because she went back and then died in the bathtub, right? So yeah, so it make more sense. But I was like, damn it, the way they did it, because she was holding the knife to her stomach when she was pregnant. I mean,
maybe she did,
but I'm like, she didn't give birth.
She did die.
I know, but she dies after she puts the baby in the locker, though, right? So if she cuts herself. Or cuts her baby out of her stomach, you think she would bleed to death right there and die, and she would never put the baby in the locker, kind of thing, right? In logic, being.
I hope they were trying to imply that.
Yeah, because that's why I wanted your guys' opinion on that because the way I saw it is that she was cutting the baby out, and then they showed her putting it in the locker, but then they showed her dead in the bathtub after, and then they even explain it after. They're like, yeah, she died after she put the. And I'm like, what? It's not the way we kind of see it in the film. I was like, oh, that's weird, but
I don't think it really matters.
It doesn't really matter. It's just kind of messy editing, maybe short editing.
I think they probably just like, oh, put a knife in her hand. Why? She cut the cord or something.
Yeah. Because it's weird because
because it's like scary looking.
It would have been different if they showed her with the knife in her hand and be like, okay, I'm giving birth, whatever. But like she had to kind of like, I swear it was pointing at her stomach, like she's going to cut it out of there. Like I have no fucking idea. I was like,
I don't know.
Whatever. But anyways, yeah. So anyways, she ends up basically putting this baby into this locker. Goes back to her place, dies. Baby dies, obviously, and that's the one part of the story that I always have a major problem with. It's like, I know this is like film shit, but the baby was put into a locker as an infant. It's haunting people and killing people as what, like a 3 or 4 year old? What is that?
Well, that's the thing with these type of movies, because you don't really know if this is the manifestation of how the characters are seeing the essence or if it's physically there. You know what I mean?
Well, it seems to me in this movie that they're physically seeing it because they always talk about how these characters keep dying of fright and stuff. They're seeing some shit. So I don't think it's a manifestation of their mind. I think they're physically seeing what's there. I mean, it's obviously a ghost, but like they're somehow in the story that they're being allowed to see.
I'm not debating that it's physically in the same world as them. I'm just saying, is this just like the essence of this thing?
Mm-hmm.
And it's how it's either chooses to come back or
I guess it doesn't
how the characters see her.
Right. I mean, to be honest, it doesn't really work if you're like,
it's like Candyman, like if you're the same age and shit.
If you're a full grown adult, like being you, and we see like a little infant in the street, like all flopping around, like that's not scary. It has to be a little bit older.
I feel like it might be scarier if I saw a little infant coming at me.
Imagine you're like the dude at the end of part 1, or actually the beginning of part 2, when they finally disclose that this guy dies too. It's like he dies of fright because he sees that, the kid there. But you're right though. Like if it was, I don't know,
if it was like a fetus coming at you, bro, you'd be like, shit, what the fuck is going on here?
If it was a fetus, I'd be like, that's not normal. But if you see like a 3 or a 4-year-old, because they can walk and talk and do their shit, man, I'd be like, whatever, fuck that kid, man, fucking piece of shit. But you got a fetus coming at you, man. Dude, that's a scary thought, actually. But it doesn't work for a movie because it comes off comical. It really does. To me, that's like hilarious and kind of stupid. But I always thought it was kind of funny because like we know that was put in as an infant and it's like a 3 or 4-year-old. So it grew in there somehow. I'm like, okay, whatever. I guess it's movie logic. But
I was kind of wondering that too while watching it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a weird thing, but and it's like I'm so frustrated with the way this movie plays out though too, like with the characters, because like there's 6 of them and a couple of the characters just like disappear. They just disappear. And this person's like deemed dead.
It's an hour long.
I know, it's like it's so quick, like we don't get anything to do with these characters. I'm like, okay, fuck, whatever. But they do a decent job of setting up the main character for the next film, because while you're watching this movie, you're going, okay, she's tutoring this little girl, and this girl's like all obsessed with death and stuff, and like how her mom, like how she didn't technically kill her mom, but she gave birth to this girl, and her mom died shortly after from this illness, and her dad resented her, and she became like a latch child kid. Not per se, because her dad was never around. So
I think this one has the better ending, I'd say.
Like, yeah, the ending of the second part is like
this one at least makes sense. Like it's like, oh, they just needed a hug. They just wanted to show, just needed to show love that because no baby is born unwanted. They say that in the movie.
Yeah, they say that like 4 times.
Yeah, but narratively, why it's like cohesive.
Yeah.
But that breaks the curse, But then it doesn't, because there's a part 2.
But it doesn't though, man, because like Buddy was still there. He was still alive, and like he shows up in the second part and dies of fright and stuff. I honestly don't. And this is why I think the movie was filmed as one thing, because you had these 2 characters. You had the dude and you had the main lead, which I can't remember her name. But she kind of like shakes and dies in the end of the film, and it kind of passes on to her and she becomes the lead character. I'm like, really?
Isn't it kind of weird how if you take these 2 movies as 2 movies, I feel like would like them more as 2 movies, but I would be more mad if it was 1 2-hour movie.
Because that would be a slog.
Because when you get that 10-minute or 15-minute, if you watch them back to back and you do the little break, it kind of resets your mind, dude.
I did just restart them.
I watched them both back to back, but I felt like if this was just 1 movie and I watched it, I would have been more harsh on it, which is so weird to think.
Yeah, that is an interesting point, actually.
I mean, I think as 1 movie, it is a little, which is like overly long, and just the way it transitions. I feel like it even have to be longer, because the way it transitions is fine when you're just starting a second movie. But I feel like it would have been kind of sloppy if it was the same movie, if you just sewed them together.
But it's funny because it's not really
why
that
would that
sloppy,
make
though.
me critically more mad?
It's not sloppy per se, because like you pass off the lead character to the younger girl and it just takes on her story kind of thing, right? So it's not really sloppy per se. But I get what JP's
sloppy
saying,
because
though.
it wouldn't follow the 3 acts or the 3 acts.
It would be like 2. Yeah, it would be like a movie. It would be 2 really long halves of a movie, and it would feel really awkward.
Yeah, you definitely need that kind of ending and then kind of rebirth to it. But yeah, for a 2 hour and 20-hour movie, the 2 hour and 20-minute movie would be, it's a little too much for sure. But
I just thought it was interesting that like critically, even though I watched them both back to back, I was like cooler than I can see that. Like cooler than I probably would be if I just watched them a one movie that was this long and it was the same content. It's like weird how that affects it can affect your like
it's
critical
perception, it's
feelings
mentality
of the movie.
I think it's perception though too. It's like you see a runtime on a movie that'd be like 2 hours and 20 minutes. You're like, fuck, man. Like right away, like you already have an idea of where this is going to go for your mentality, right? But when you break it up, like I watch these back to back too. I watched the movies. I went and made a couple sandwiches and came down and watched part 2.
I
had my intermission.
Watched part 1. I started at like 11 o'clock last night. And then I was like, dude, I'm not going to have time to watch any of these before work. And like the day kind of got away from me yesterday. And I was just like, dude, I need to watch these like ASAP. So started them at 11, finished at like 1. But the first one was so weird watching it because it was like, that's the thing too. Maybe it actually helped because the quality was so bad because I couldn't actually see what the little girl looked like until the second movie.
Dude, that's crazy.
I'm not even joking. You click the link that I put in the chat, dude. You'll see.
Dude,
you'll see how bad it is, dude. Tyler will vouch. And good. Like the nighttime scenes are even like 10 times worse for some reason. It's funny. Like it is bad quality, dude. Like it says 360p or whatever. I'm like, no, it's not. It's one something.
I don't really get how it could be that bad.
Extra P.
Dude, I don't understand how it could be that
like
bad.
A potato.
Either. It looks like somebody ripped it from a DVD and compressed it because their computer could only upload on like dial-up speed.
Bro, this is ridiculous, man. You can't even tell that they're camping.
Dude, you can't tell anything.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. I thought they were white.
I'm surprised.
I had to really pay attention to this movie, dude.
I'm surprised that you even liked it. Like, as much. Like, that's crazy because, like, watching it on the TV is way fucking better. That's crazy.
Is that not bad, dude?
That's bad. That's bad.
I did watch it on my phone, so it was if I put that on a big screen, I wouldn't be able to see anything.
No, you wouldn't be able to. No, I'm watching on this computer right now. I'm like, I can't even see shit on that. That's crazy.
Like, how is that even? Who uploaded that and was like, "This is good"?
I know.
It's crazy.
It's fucking insane, man. All right. Well, ratings. Tyler, what do you got on this one?
I don't think it's that bad, but I certainly also don't think it's good. It's just a random generic ghost movie. I'll give it a 5.
Wow. GP, what do you got?
I came in at a 6.
I gave this one like a 5.5. That was my rating on this one. So,
all right,
it's okay. It's worth the look. It's not horrible, but not great. But all right, so that is going to be The Locker from 2004.
22 shots.
All right, so moving into the sequel from 2004, the second half of the movie, I should call it. The Locker 2, also directed by Ki Hori. Synopsis: direct continuity to the film. Where the evil being of the Shimbua Locker continues to kill mercilessly. So basically this one completely just takes over or leaves or starts from the last one. Leaves off and I mean, honestly, dude, I was a little bit disappointed the way this one started. I was like, really? Our lead character is just gonna fucking perish that easily? Like, it seemed weird to me. Did it not seem weird to you guys too?
Contract was up.
The contract was up because the reason why it was weird to me is because it didn't really fall in line with what was happening. Like she wasn't like scared to death and stuff. She was like in a bed and then she just kind of like goes and I'm like, what? I'm like, she kind of like shakes and dies. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like,
I think they just wanted to like show you like, oh, now no one's safe.
Well, of course, because the movie starts out where you got the dude survivor who's like running down the fucking block of like, it's not Tokyo, but like, you know, the big city. And like he dies, and they disclose that he died of like fright and shit like that. I'm like, okay.
Like, oh Jesus.
And then she dies basically at the same time, kind of thing. And then our character from the previous film, the student, she takes over as the lead and stuff like that. And
she gets a key 0009.
Yep, 0009.
I'm like, I know you ain't got 10,000 lockers there, man.
No, there's only, I think there's 24. I counted.
Like, I might.
It's like it might expand one day, man. I got to put these extra zeros.
You know what I always found that was really interesting, because I don't remember too many cities where they had like random lockers just for use. Like I always know of like lockers at swimming pools and shit like that, but like,
yeah, like amusement parks.
Yeah, but like this is like in like a alleyway, like subway kind of thing or whatever. You can just like put your shit into a locker and like go on. I'm like, that's crazy. It's fucking weird. They definitely don't have those in Vancouver, man. It's wild.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen any random lockers anywhere like that.
No, must be a Japanese.
Not anymore.
Like
I used to see stuff like that.
I guess that's why they don't have them, because you could just shove, you know, your half dead babies into fucking lockers.
Your babies.
Right. Because I mean, in reality, you could just shove anything into those things. They're kind of unsafe, really, because people could put bombs into them, and people are crazy, right? So I can see.
Yeah, oh my God, yeah.
I can see why people actually don't have those, but yeah. Anyways, thoughts on the Locker 2?
I felt like it was more the same. It's just
it's
more.
literally
it was like, now that you know who the ghost is, we're gonna show you the stuff you couldn't see in the last one.
I like the opening narration where it kind of tells you about the like backstory again, and then I did like how they go to the locker and there's like some schoolgirls who are like know the legend and stuff like that. I think it kind of built the urban legend aspect of it a little bit stronger.
Yeah, it's done better for sure. Yeah.
But other than that, I mean,
really, the only thing
scene in the car I thought was kind of cool.
Yeah, the only thing in this film that I thought they did, which isn't even really a big deal, is like they talk about the mother that was, oh, you know, the legend is that the mother was raped and she couldn't take care of this baby, so she, you know, discarded it, blah blah blah, and then they kind of do that. I'm like, okay, so it turns out the mother.
That's where it gets real. Brenda's got a baby. Yeah,
exactly. Like this mother wasn't just crazy. She was like, well, she's raped and I don't want a rape child. That's crazy, because you can't fucking raise that shit, because that's insane. So, but they do have a little bit more with the whole aspect of people thinking that that it's a good locker, you know, the love locker kind of thing. So there's that moment where the dude puts the fucking present in there, and the girl like freaks out. She's like, "What?"
You know what's crazy? This just happened.
I'm like, that's
a couple
crazy
years ago again. There's like a case where it's like a true crime, like interview interrogation footage, where this girl was like in a hospital and she gave like birth and then like threw the baby in like an outside dumpster or something, and then they like caught her and like come into her house and like arrest her and shit.
Jesus Christ, man.
I think it happened in like Texas or something just a couple years ago.
I don't really understand that, because if you don't want your baby, if you're going to go through the 9 months, give birth, and you don't want your baby, give it up for adoption.
Well, I think this
I don't get
particular girl's case was, I don't know if she was hiding it. You know, some people are able to do that, you know, like they just hide their pregnancy the entire time.
Mm-hmm. Living proof.
Wear big ass hoodies.
Yeah, I'm 100% living proof of that. Actually, I don't think I've ever mentioned that before, but my grandpa was military. He was a hard motherfucker. He was brutal. Like hard motherfucker, like used to beat the shit out of my grandma. How hard could the
military be in Canada?
Anyways, bro, I'm not going to do that shit, but I'm actually talking fucking dead serious here, man. My grandpa was brutal, man. Like he used to beat the shit out of my grandma, used to beat the shit out. Like he was amazing to me because he loved me.
Mm-hmm.
But he beat my uncle, which is like one of my best friends, and like their entire lives. And so when my mom got pregnant with me at 17, she was scared shitless of my grandpa or of her dad because she knew it was not good. It wasn't revealed that she was pregnant until 2 weeks before she had me because, again, she wore the big clothes. And my uncle even thought that she was just getting fat because they were at that age. Like, well, whenever you're older teen, you're just getting fucking fat and shit. And so they had my mom always tells the story. She's like, man, I was scared shitless. Like this was going to be the end of the world kind of thing. And, yeah, so I can completely, I mean, I personally can't relate, but I mean, that's my story, you know, with my mom and stuff like that. And I generally don't talk about that shit at all, but I'm not going to go into it any further. But like, yeah, it was kind of a crazy thing hearing that from my uncle. He's like, yeah, it's like, I just thought she was getting fucking fat. I'm like, that's fucking, that's great. That's great. But when you live in that type of fear, though, right? When you live in that fear, hiding pregnancies, I guess, is like a real thing, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, he would have never, I probably wouldn't be here. Most likely, I would not be here. If he had known early enough, he would have definitely made that termination for sure. 100%. 100%. He was absolutely fucking, and he's still alive. Fucking wild. He's like 90 and he's still a hard ass motherfucker. But
yeah,
anyways,
I've heard some instances of stuff like that happening.
Yeah, that whole situation is real fucked up. Anyways, Lockers 2.
Yeah, by the way, this girl, Alexis Avila, who was 19, threw her newborn baby in a garbage can and would have died if some other people weren't digging through the garbage later and found it.
Yikes.
The fuck is wrong with people, man? Like, it's
Isn't that insane, dude?
It is insane to me. Like, it's a fucking life, dude. You're just gonna like literally throw it in the garbage.
I wouldn't even do that to a fucking animal. You know what I mean? Like, I would be pissed if somebody did that with an animal. It's crazy.
Yeah,
let alone like a defenseless child. It's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Shit. So yeah, I mean, I think the urban legend in this film is always sort of probably based on just like truth of cases like that happen, because this isn't the first time that something like that's ever happened, you know. Hell, I think Tupac's song was even based on a real case that he heard about or read about or something, and it inspired him.
I think Brenda's Got a Baby was a fictional story that he just knew so many people. Like, Brenda wasn't a real person to him. It was everybody that he knew in the ghetto. Like, he knew about these stories. I think the name Brenda is not specific to the actual story, but he knew about it though, right? So
no, it actually, like, the thing is, it was a real person though.
Named Brenda?
Yeah.
Was it actually named Brenda?
Yeah,
I thought
life
maybe
Brenda was a 12-year-old girl in Brooklyn whose tragic story inspired Tupac. And I believe
actually, it makes sense. It actually makes sense he would use the real name because he's always done that. But yeah,
the newborn baby Devon Hodge was recently tracked down in 2025 by a biographer, Jeff Pearlman, and reunited with his biological mother, confirming the song's basis is a true heartbreaking story.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, homie.
But I mean, it makes sense. Someone, Pac was like a realist, right? So he would, represent the real stories and stuff like that. Where a lot of people change names, and shit like that. But
yeah, he just fucking
straight up used Brenda's name.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Wow, isn't that crazy that just happened in 2025 last year?
Mm-hmm. That is pretty wild, actually, because that song came out in 1991, 92, right? So, I mean, she's a full ass adult now.
Yeah. She was 12 years old.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy, man.
That's fucking horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a big thing. It was a big thing for him, man. Just, dude, 12 years old, man. Could you imagine, bro?
I don't even think I could blame that girl. What do you know at 12, dude?
I guess if you don't have the right people around you to lead you where you could possibly.
If you're pregnant at 12, you probably don't have the right people around you.
Yeah, that's
Probably.
a fair assessment.
Yeah. It's sad, man. It's fucking sad. All right. So the Locker 2.
Yep.
Thoughts on the Locker 2?
Oh, she was pregnant by her cousin. God damn, it just keeps getting worse.
Which is not mentioned in the song.
The show got darker than I expected.
Yeah, that was kind of unexpected a little bit, but dude,
no, he does say that her boyfriend was her cousin. I remember.
Oh my gosh!
Is he
in
really?
the song? Yeah. He says Brenna's got herself a boyfriend. Her boyfriend is her cousin.
Oh, right, he does.
Now
too,
let's
right.
watch the joy end.
Right.
She tried to hide a
It's
pregnancy
been a minute since I've heard it, but
from her family.
Brenda's got a baby deep dive.
Oh man.
yeah, actually, he does. Now that I think about it, but yeah, it's been a minute. But
Yeah. I haven't listened to that song in a while.
yeah, it's been a while since I've checked out.
Is that's on Apocalypse Now, right?
Yeah, his debut album.
Yeah.
It is. All right, so the Locker 2. Anybody?
Cocker. It's pretty much just more of the same. It picks up where this one left off. It shifts the character chains, but now the mysterious force that was killing everyone in the first one, you know who it is, so you can see it. And yeah, it's the same thing as the first one. You kind of know exactly what's going to happen. It's just your stock Japanese ghost story.
Yeah, it's a good description. Stock Japanese ghost story.
Like, there's nothing wrong with it. They're just it's just every generic story beat.
It's very generic, actually. It's super generic. I really don't like where this one goes, though. Too. I'm just like, but like
I liked them about the same, but I guess I don't know. This one did a little. I think this one tried to get a little have more action in it because there's less of a detective angle for you to go in, but they still kind of manage it where you find out more about the background anyway. They held that for the second one.
Man, that scene where the fucking doctor gets hit by the vehicle, I literally almost lost my shit.
Oh, he gets launched. Yeah, that was hilarious.
Dude, I actually rewound that like 4 times again. I was like, fuck, dude, what
that's that Japanese shit where someone gets hit by something and then they just tumble like 30 feet in the air.
Dude, this is what happened in, like, I mean, this happens over and over again. It must be a Japanese thing, but
it is.
You're in like a serious ass film and all of a sudden somebody gets launched and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they get hit by something, whether it be a vehicle or something else, and they just
best wishes for y'all.
Catapulted. Yeah,
best wishes for you. Like exactly the same thing. Like that's exactly what it.
That's immediately what I thought of because it was so fresh in my mind.
Yeah, like this dude just get fucking. I'm like, oh my god, that's ridiculous. I think one of my favorite scenes in the film is probably the car scene. The car scene actually is pretty good. With the 3 random girls. But.
Yeah, that's the one I kind of mentioned too. Yeah, I agree. So I learned a little bit of information doing some research here on the Locker. So this was actually based on the first half of a novel, and then the Locker 2 was based on the second half of the novel.
Well, there you go.
Was this novel 100 pages long?
Probably.
So it was like a novella. Crazy. I don't know how you flush this out into fucking a full like there's not much story.
Yep.
At least they don't do in the movies. Like there's not a lot of character development and stuff. Like you have minor things, but I guess if you flush out the kills and stuff, but I don't know how you fucking do that. But yeah. So it is based on a novel. Crazy.
Yep.
I like how they name the the case that they named or the cops that they named the child in there was what, Sachon, which means happy girl.
Yeah, happy girl. That was the thing.
Like, I actually laughed at that. I was like, what the fuck? So that was the dead baby that was in the locker.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Happy girl.
Yeah. All right. Reading.
I really don't like the end of this movie though, man. Like, I don't want to give away the ending, but the full ass ending, but I thought it was kind of corny. I thought it was kind of corny. It was super corny. Yeah, I don't really have a whole lot to say. I mean, it's basically the same movie as the first one.
Yep.
There's a couple decent scenes in this movie. It plays off a little bit more on the love aspect of it. You have characters come and go in this film that are doing that, and then they get haunted and killed and stuff. But again, it's bloodless. It's violentless. Like it's pretty TV-ish. The whole movie just feels like it should have been played on cable, kind of thing. 100%.
And for all we know, it might have been.
It might have been. I mean, the weird fucking thing about these two movies, though, they're not horrible. They're not bad.
No, they're not horrible.
They're
very watchable. They're fine. They're just,
It's just, I would have loved to have seen these things a little bit more fleshed out with like a little bit of blood and gore, like maybe accentuate the kills a little bit. I wouldn't even say like they don't even have like cheap fucking jump scares and stuff. There's a couple here and there and stuff, but it's not like overly done.
I don't think they're cheap though. I think they're just trying to be scares.
I think one of the best ones is actually in the first film, where our lead character, which again I'm going to say she's beautiful because she's fucking absolutely amazing looking. She looks over and that baby's hand just kind of grabs her student's arm. I was like, that's fun. But that's so Japanese. It's such a Japanese thing.
They also use like some mirror stuff.
Yeah.
In these movies as well, where you kind of see the thing in the mirror.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. In the second film, I think, right? Yeah.
I think they do it in the first one a little bit too.
Do they? Yeah.
But yeah. Am I up?
You are up, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like it's pretty much in line with the first one. I think this one has a better backstory and narrative building, and has a couple of cooler scenes like the car scene, but it has like a worse conclusion. So it improved on some things, but also went down on some things. So I'm coming in at a 6 again. I think they're both. I feel like these are about as on par as you can really get.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I'm the same way, man. I'm at a 5.5 out of 5.
And I'm at a
5.5 out of 10 on this one. Pretty much like on par with the first film. It's like, man, like it does things that are decent, not as good maybe some things in the first one, but like the conclusion of this one, man, 100%, dude. That was like one of my weakest things. I was like, are you serious? Like,
ultimately it's just some random thing I watched once and fun with that.
Yeah, this is one of those movies that you add to your list to whenever you do a whole year show and you're like, I saw like the whole year's worth of shit.
Yep.
I like the part in this film where like the fucking kid kills that like the doctor's assistant or whatever, his girlfriend, whatever the fuck it is, and she's like basically breaks her in half.
Yeah.
And then my favorite part is when he flips out with the golf club and he just starts losing on shit. I'm just like, dude, it's kind of funny actually. But yeah.
Yep.
All in all, very standard.
I guess that is all.
That is going to conclude that movie, The Locker 2 from 2004. And also 2000 episode fucking 314 here. Yeah, you guys have anything else or what?
No, I think that's all. Just I guess we could announce the next 2 shows if you would like.
Yeah. What are the next 2 shows?
All right. So actually, we'll just go ahead and announce the next 3 shows. next show will be our first volume in our folk horror series that we're going to do, which we took all the haunts box sets from Severin Films. It took all the films in those and put them all in a randomizer, and we came up with 3 films. So each volume will be a different 3 films from there. So we got Celia, I.O. Island, and The Ninth Heart.
Oh yeah,
And they were picked randomly.
Yeah.
I'm excited. This is a sick 3-film lineup.
Yeah, so this will be our first in how many volumes did you say it would be? Like 12 or something like that? 14 volumes. Jesus. Yeah, so we'll probably do 1 or 2 couple of those a year or something. So that's another new series that we'll be doing.
Yeah.
And then after that, we are doing our only the second time ever part 2 franchise show.
Yeah.
So we will be doing the Scream franchise part 2, which will include Scream from 20 whatever, Scream 6, and then Scream 7. So we will be going to the theater and checking out the new Scream and doing the.
We gonna try and get a guest for that shit or what?
Well, Mike Merriman was on. Mike and Lacey were on the first one, so we could ask perhaps Mike or even Lacey to join us for that one.
I think Mike would be.
I feel like we should have a guest.
Yeah, I think Mike would be down for that shit, man.
Yeah,
because I think he's kind of like in between on them too. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see on that one, but.
And then the show after that will be our annual March Madness. I guess second volume where we're doing remakes. So we got a couple shows planned.
I'm looking forward to that shit, man, so much.
Yeah, it should be really fun. The last one was really fun. I think definitely.
Should we get guests for that one too? Maybe bring in someone else. Like,
see, the problem with that is we almost need 2 guests because
we need a vote.
Then you get splits.
So if we have 5 people and we're doing this, it's going to end up being like 26 hours.
Right. But
no.
I was sitting there in the shower the other morning.
Masturbating.
No, I was thinking of the show.
Masturbating.
Yeah, I guess so. And I was like, dude, we should actually do another director one too. Pre-2000s.
Ooh.
I'd love that. What I mean? Yeah,
like just pre-2000. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe next year, We haven't decided what we'll do next year, but that is an option.
Yeah. I was actually my initial thought for the next one was like just breaking down like a decade of films, like the 80s. Have a bracket of like the best 80s films.
Ooh, that'd be cool. Yeah,
that would be fun too.
Yeah, like that was. I thought that would be really cool because we did directors, and then we're going into remakes, and just pick a decade of films and like just break it down from there. Like pick like 128 films or something like that.
Yeah, that would be cool too.
And that conversation, is going to be insanely long, insanely long. So,
all right, that's an idea. We'll think about that one as well.
Yeah, that was mine. But okay. All right, I guess that's going to conclude episode 314 here on the 22 Shots of Moodz and Horror podcast. I am starving, so I need to go eat.
All right, we will see you guys next week with another show.
All right, guys. Deuces.
Peace.
That's all, folks.